All right, looking good, looking good. Okay. So, I'm not complaining, but I am complaining about it, right? So, little story today. I got called in to do some IT work on someone's computer. Yep. Oh, my Excel's broken. Okay, fair enough. I go in, I look at it. The Excel has a pop-up saying, please click OK to continue. I hit OK. Oh, you fixed it!
Is this gonna make me want to kill myself? Yeah, it's gonna make me want to kill myself. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, that was my day. We got a new manager, too, by the way. My old manager got fired.
Many such cases?
Yeah, he's actually getting, he's not even getting fired, he's getting demoted. He's going to the role of the SS now.
Oh.
Yes, that is the abbreviation. No, I will not tell you what it stands for.
Store supervisor?
Seeing as he works off-site, no, I don't think so.
But yeah, we all had a good laugh about that one as well. But you know, it was mighty annoying because the new manager was like, "Hey, Sneaky, I noticed you're not taking any tasks right now, so I've assigned some to you." And
Did you tell them to make fuck off?
No, because I want to keep my job. You know what I did instead?
What'd you do, Sneaky?
I didn't do them.
So you told them to make fuck off.
What? I want to keep my job. Receives assigned work. Does not perform assigned work.
Yeah, the reason why I didn't perform the assigned work is because I was already performing work.
Well, he expects you to do both.
Yeah, it's not happening. Yeah, the reason why I wasn't taking tasks from the queue was because I was actively calling customers about previous tasks. You know.
That'd do it.
Part of my fucking job.
Did you tell him that?
No, of course not. After bonking Melania to death with the throwing shield, am I really unworthy of being Elden Lord?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Many such cases.
Yeah, it is what it is. But you know what? Let's get into the fan fiction tonight, because I don't really, let me take my medicine first, actually.
That's it. You heard it right here on stream, folks. Proof Sneaky takes his meds.
He is no longer the schizophrenic man we all thought he was.
Oh no, he's still schizo. Those meds aren't for schizo.
Yeah, boy, let's go. The fucking pollen's getting real bad. So, yeah, you know what pollen is?
I know it's the middle of fucking July. Summer. There's no pollen left.
It's funny that you think that.
Oh wait, you're in the Northeast, so
yes.
Yes.
I live in the Devil's Crutch down here where there's no pollen. You live in the Northeast where I guess you get an extended spring.
They have... there are
two
seasons in the Northeast. Pollen and cold.
I'm so glad you made the joke I was about to make.
Sneaky, I went to college there.
Yeah, the pollen sticks around until winter, yeah.
And
I would trade that for 110 degrees outside.
No, you will not.
No, the fuck you
I'm
would
sorry.
not.
What are
You
we trading?
think
Pollen.
you would?
And Sign's trading it for 110 degrees outside in
No.
the south, where humidity
Yes.
is on average
Yes.
60 to 60% or higher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true idiot.
Yes.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
stupid, bro.
Bro, you need to turn
But
in
you
your,
don't understand how thick the pollen gets up here, okay? The pollen.
I don't have to go outside.
You have to No, you don't understand.
The pollen
you
doesn't
have
stay
to
outside.
breathe air. The pollen,
pollen
comes
comes
to
inside.
you.
Yeah.
We have such things to show you.
Do you feel it? The burning in your lungs, the hammering of your heart. It is already inside you. Yeah, I have to have a fucking... I have a filter on my air, and then I have another filter next to me that's freestanding to circulate the air into my face, and I have to replace that one every 2 months.
A filter for your filter?
Yeah, you won't understand how much pollen the Northeast has until you start measuring the pollen on your car with a ruler.
Woo.
It gets everywhere.
No, see,
I have gone into work, walked out, and my car is covered in it. Like,
we get all of that, but in one season, and it's all pine pollen.
Brother, return to me when you understand the horror of cicadas.
We have those.
No, you don't.
No, you
no,
don't.
you don't.
Yes, we do.
You don't have
No,
the
no, no,
bad
no,
ones.
Not in the numbers we have them.
Sir, Illinois just went through the emergence of 3 cicada broods. You do not have cicadas.
Okay, yeah. You're in the brood. Okay.
It is a fucking Zerg invasion.
You fucking...
Woo.
You're holding
Okay,
your
listen,
ears,
listen.
shaking.
You know
back
how,
and
like, you
forth.
go outside on an icy day and the snow crunches underfoot?
No, we don't get snow.
He's in the south.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Bro?
I know you don't get snow. But yeah, no. But you've heard in movies when people are walking in the snow and it's crunching
Yes.
underfoot.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
just cicadas.
That's cicadas.
Oh, so Ravel, gotcha.
Huh?
There's a town called Rayville. It's on the I-20 corridor. You go over there, and there are cicadas, crickets, roaches, and other things that, for some inexplicable reason, all congregate around Rayville. So it sounds like that. When you're
Yes.
driving through, you have to stop after you've gone through and clean your windshield off.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, there was a time in Hawaii. So I was in Hawaii for my uncle's wedding. And I was in a car with my mother, and she's like, New Jersey has deer, right? I wonder what Hawaii has as their pest animal that gets in the way of cars. And
Roaches.
as she finishes that sentence, we turn the corner and proceed to run into a road that is literally covered, not a single speck exposed, in frogs, and proceed to possibly kill several hundred frogs.
Jesus.
She
They call
is
him-
just driving forward, horrified, as all we hear is.
Hey, tell her she
Wow.
got bonus points for hitting all the frogs.
I
Listen.
actually did make that joke because I did turn to her after that, and we finally got through the wave of frogs, and I turned to her and I go, "How many points do you think that was worth?"
Hey, so
How
listen.
did you enjoy your IRL game of Frogger?
So once upon a time, Atin was required to take driving classes, like most people are, unless you're,
You had to take
South.
driving classes for Mad
From
Max?
the
Georgia.
South,
I
of
should,
course,
I
yeah.
should say from Metro Atlanta.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
Yeah,
I had
that's
to take driving
true.
lessons.
By the way, Matt, it was what? 48 vehicles in 4 days?
In 3 days, Atten saw 48 vehicles on the side of the road just abandoned.
Unique
That's
vehicles. I
insane.
need to stress this. Unique
They were
vehicles.
they were
Yeah.
just existing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And at one point, right? So you're at driving school because I don't want to waste my fucking time in school. I could give up my study hall to take driving class, but fuck that. I like my study hall. I get to nap
Are you
in it.
not ashamed of yourself?
So, they pair you up with different people for driving school, right? So you can all get some extra hours. So we're driving along. The test vehicle we have that day is white.
Oh dear.
We're going through some little back roads because we're going through some hilly little back roads because the instructor wants us to practice parking uphill and downhill. Sure, fine, whatever. So the girl's going up the top of the hill because we haven't been told to stop yet. She's driving like 40 because she's going up the. It's like 40 and a 35. She's going uphill. Just after the very top of the hill, right as you crest it, a bunny decided he was going to cross the road. This
Did the
bunny did not
bunny-
have a survival instinct.
Mm-hmm.
Did the bunny end up pancaked?
The bunny ended up giving the car an impromptu paint job.
Yeah, I gotta saw that one
That's
coming.
surprised.
That just Sneaky saying that his mother was horrified reminded me of that because this poor girl is traumatized because the cute little fluffy bunny is now a pancake and part of the decor.
Oh no.
And I did feel really bad for her, and I'm like, but I also felt bad. I turned to the instructor. I was like, "Do you have to clean that?"
He just
He's
like
like-
nods slowly.
No,
Oh.
he's like, "Yes, damn it."
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
You know, we'll cheer
Take
you
a car
up.
wash.
Some
We'll cheer us up.
Dutch.
I don't think the existence of the Dutch will cheer us up.
Blumenstraben auf dem Weg zum Ham Friedhof tritt.
Why is he speaking Elvish at me?
No, he's speaking German.
Verdammt, war shit nick mal schickt, ober ich wickelig passert war.
All
You
right,
wanna
that's
lick
German.
somebody's asshole?
Well, I mean, it is German.
Yeah, right. Uberschung dich Agent 147, Reinhard von Sister
I'm sorry,
Apollo.
did you just say Uber Chungus?
Yes.
Aus Ingrid Grund Glabot Shield des Kigo Asano Weeb was ut tut.
He is Sneaky. Please stop inflicting mental damage on the entire German race.
No, keep doing it, it's funny.
Niggas Uber Die Organization. Asagat.
The shitposting is progressing to the path we may not be able to contain it.
Can we swap it back to factory settings?
Please, God, yes.
All right, if you need to restart your sneaky action figure, hold the button for 3 seconds. Do not hold any more than 3 seconds, or you may set him to Spanish settings.
How about we do some percussive maintenance first?
Kurosaki Gate is also gotten standen.
Oh no, it's
Doc
mixing Japanese and
Kigos
German.
Todd Soulful ab Betty Ligigitten nicht das an den Gwessen sein.
Everyone wait, if he mixes in Italian as well, we have to be really careful.
Where are my jackboots?
Und wir steck workend hinter dem Gasen Chaos.
What?
Huh?
I'm sorry, what the fuck is that? Die Fortensetzung von Lebebere Sellen am Rande des Nervenzusammen Zebrutchens. What the absolute fuck? Germany.
Ah, yes, Germany.
Most German
Germany,
sentence.
please.
Überketon und enge Überschneiden Worgegen haben für irgendeine Personen Graverenden Folgen. Man, they really love their ends. Jesus.
The Panzerkampfenwagen. It kampfs Panzers and wagons them.
Indeed.
The Flammenwerfer. It werfs Flammen.
The least straightforward
You're a
German conversation.
Flammenwerfer.
I do, in fact, throw flames.
I'm sorry. How the fuck do I even pronounce this?
What part?
That!
Alsif Shinigami.
Wait, is it just a mash of a Japanese and German word?
Yes, it
yeah,
is.
my
The end of
fucking
that is
God.
Shinigami. It's Alsif Shinigami.
Okay, well, yeah, the more you learn every day, I suppose. Is Commandant Wurlicht?
Oh no, they're dropping the commandants.
Oh no.
The commandants are coming! The commandants are coming!
I love that some of the titles are in English. It's like, bro.
Hello.
Well, at least if it's not in English, it can't hurt us.
You know what? That's a good point.
It can hurt me because I can read it.
Let me go get Norwegian up here.
No, hang
I
on.
agree.
Keep inflicting it upon him.
Wait, we have Netherlands?
Nederland?
What do you mean? What do you mean there's a variant of Dutch called Netherlands?
No, that's just the Dutch name for Dutch.
Yeah, I know, but there's Dutch, and then there's Netherlands.
Oh my
Dutch.
god, it's
The
Deutsch.
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Deutsch is German for German.
Yeah, Dutch.
Walk off a
You mean
cliff,
German?
please.
Ichigos Zoon Bignan Jarig en Pandagen Dar Vor Kamat Har Gart Grot Brunkein.
Besuchen beliebt per dagen. What the fuck? Yeah, this language is not real.
This
Well,
language is
actually-
not real.
Actual gobbledygook.
Jeez.
Wow.
The conviction with which you declared that.
This language is just not real.
Wow.
One of these days, I'm gonna visit Amsterdam, right? And I'm going to go down there. I'm going to leave the airport, and there's gonna be a German guy with a sign saying "lol pranked."
Oh, right.
Oh my god.
There's one Danish story.
Oh great.
Read it to
Let's
us,
see.
Arn.
Hang on, let's go. I'm a bit behind on the fucking stream.
I posted
no.
it.
Emu, eh? Let me open this up. Let me get cooking. My internet is actually dog shit right now.
Why did you just sound like you were gulping a dick to pronounce that?
Oh, that's Danish. That's literally just what it sounds like. I gotta open this in another browser. This is having a strudel.
Challenge story in Swedish. Proceeds to write the rest of the title in Swedish. Bro?
What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck?
Man, the fucking
Yes,
Swedes
yes, I know.
really like
Clouds
their
are
little,
please.
nuts on top of the letters.
Yeah,
I
they
got a
do.
tea bag somehow.
Wait, do I have to use my fucking phone as well? My computer's actually like stroking out. 1 second. Alright, let's
I
get to this
actually can't
Danish
find
story.
any
Can we?
Norwich stories. This is a unfortunate
thank
affair.
I would have to drink if that was the case. Right. The Danish one, are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Hvem drev en hul oven på hans første dag i en shinigami? Hvem kom i skjede samfundet og overvundet det først anfører han kom tværs over samtidig med at bære isekai? Hvem ser over den 6 gruppe anfører samtidig med at have været bank i 3 dage? Hvem
I'm sorry,
hjem
did you
kom
say
en engang
anfører?
selv?
Danish
Anfører.
isn't a real
Yeah.
language.
Yes. Anfu. It's pronounced more like Anfu, but it's basically the same as the German Anführer, which means leader. Anyway, where was I? Wij hjemkommen en gang senere het de sjælsamfundet og overvunden den leder i den rigelige. Hvem blev hen til hos den espada, samtidig med at bære købedigtig, sidde inde med hans hovedmaske, nemlig alle ved ansted? Hvem kunne infiltrere Huecomundo? Afsi? Hvem overvunden den espada? Hvem sidder henne med penge? Belæg til den espada. Jøen eller mindre ene Kurosaki Ichigo.
And then random Japanese.
Perfect.
Yep, there
I
we
certainly
go.
need bleach for my eyes.
The random
And,
fucking
it's my
Spanish is
ears.
fucking killing me.
Sneaky, you want to know what's even better? It's the
What?
author's note.
Yeah.
I have to apologize. My Danish is terrifying. That is like the translation.
Wait,
the actual
Danish is
Danish words.
terrifying.
Jeg siger undskyld, nemlig mit dansk er så skrevet.
That ain't
Those
so
are
scary.
words.
Okay.
No, they're not words. No,
Hitler dude, what now?
That is Dutch, but it's equally as like made up. Like I have been to Denmark, and I did see more German speakers.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was at a campsite, so that's probably why.
You
know,
went
those
to a
Germans love their
campsite?
camps. Well, yeah, like caravanning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait,
Not like
the
the
Germans
funny
are
German
moving
camps.
through the Danelands again? I knew it.
Oh yeah, no, like every year, every summer,
preparing
there's
for
an invasion
invasion.
of German campers.
That's
You know,
in
like,
their blood.
We get them everywhere. Yeah. It's actually like insane. It's a fucking problem how many German tourists come up here. Like, is shitting up the roads with their fucking caravans and shit. It's so annoying.
Yeah, those yearly German invasions. Somehow,
yearly.
despite the decades and centuries changing, German invasions haven't.
Correct.
They've just gotten
Only,
less
only the
violent.
methods.
Yeah.
Only the methods, yeah.
Instead of sending tanks over the border, now they send tourists.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's somehow
Instructions
more
unclear.
devastating.
Created tourist tank.
They're somehow
That sounds
more
pretty nice.
devastating than the fucking German army ever was.
I mean, isn't that the truth though? Throughout all of German history, the German citizens were worse than the German military.
So true. Oh my god. Fucking hell.
The Hollow Queen. Eisen has created many hollows with his experiments on hollowification. However, his greatest masterpiece would be the hollow that can have sex.
And
No?
with that, I'm gonna
Oh.
say goodnight.
This one right here, officer.
In Commissar, we found the
Yeah,
heretic.
This
Hello, what's
hollow,
up here? Dieser Mann?
Fishbone D's nuts. This hollow could force those it had bitten to manifest an inner hollow. This same hollow also attacked Rukia, giving the night she gave her powers to Ichigo, causing Rukia to hollowify and fuck Ichigo. Apparently their profile picture is their attempt at a hollowified Rukia, which
So someone
like
decided
ass.
to read Twilight, and then it became Bleach. Huh?
yeah, also Jesus Christ, their grammar sucks shit. Yeah, so she apparently becomes she goes insane, becomes the Queen of Hollows, and then declares her lust for Ichigo.
Rukia shippers shall never recover.
Yeah.
Will genuinely never recover.
Leave a mark. Reborn as a hollow, our main character vows to leave a mark on the world. He said the thing. Will she? Well, of course she. Will she be able to evolve into a Vasto Lorde? Will she be manipulated by a Shinigami who thinks himself God? Find out in my story, Leave a Mark. I know it's corny, but that's all I have. Yep. Okay. Hollow Rukia doesn't look that bad. Bruh.
Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible.
What part of her
It's
is
about what you'd
hollow?
expect. Yeah. The mask, the eyes.
Yo, wow, she's got part of a mask. Like I said,
she's
it's
clearly a visored.
yeah, like it's like a really bad paint job.
Basically, yeah. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not great. It's about what you'd expect, really. It's
Yeah,
just a different costume.
yeah. Let's see.
I've seen worse. Seen a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh God, that is awful.
Yeah.
I like the one I linked better. Way better.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Oh boy. Okay, let's read this. Darkness, an ever-present darkness that seemed to envelop the world around. I had grown used to its presence after who knows how long. My other senses had long since been forgotten. Okay, I hate this shit. I really do. When people try to write isekai shit and they're like, oh, my other senses. What other senses, bitch? If you're floating in the void as a soul, you don't have other senses.
You don't even have sight.
I mean, you could squeeze out that you have some sort of like fucking 360 soul sense, sight,
Perception
magical
of some
bullshit.
sort,
yeah.
yeah.
But like, oh, my sense of taste is gone. It's like, yeah, you don't have a fucking tongue.
No smell either. No touch. You don't have skin. No balance. No warmth.
I really hope you don't have skin.
Ooh, your soul has skin.
A German unable to follow a timetable. Interesting.
Oh wow, that dude is pissed.
Indeed. I mean, I'd be pissed too if I had people fucking showing up every year not knowing the ferry schedule and then honking at me to raise the gate because they were late.
Well, my favorite
Well, I
part
mean, dude was a
is
minute late.
he's yelling as if he recognizes that specific vehicle, which he probably does.
Yeah.
He actually might, yeah.
It's like, bruh, it's the same timetable every day, every week.
Yeah.
And if you're not 10 minutes early, you're late.
Well, especially for shit like a car transporting ferry.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, you don't want to be cutting the edge of time for a car transporting ferry.
No. Or a plane or anything like that.
Yeah. I had died. No period. This was a fact I was sure of, yet here I lay stewing in my thoughts with nobody and nothing to interact with. What do you mean, and yet? I'm sorry. If I woke up in an all-encompassing void where none of my senses existed anymore, I wouldn't be like, man, I don't think I died.
No.
Bro, I don't think it matters at that point. Whether you died or didn't, you're in a fucking void. You could have fallen through the floor. You could have no-clipped out of the world's geometry. It doesn't matter.
Oof.
Sir, we found out what the enemy casters have been doing to destroy our soldiers. They're using the forbidden magic. No clip.
TCL.
Toigle collision.
Sure, they have the alchemist with them. God help us all.
They
Sir,
toggled the
we can't
floor's
possibly
collision.
catch this assassin. He has third-person free cam.
Oh no.
He has a HUD. He knows when we're looking for him.
Sir, he can see our vision cones.
Sir, he sees us on his mini map. He knows our positions at all
You know what's
times.
a wild thing, though, actually? In the future, when we have enough AI tech going on to miniaturize it, we are actually going to be able to have vision cone GUI shit.
Oh God, yes.
Like, oh, this person's currently having their head at a 37-degree angle pointed this direction. This means that their maximum vision cone is the following, highlighting it in your eyes.
Well, it's like, listen, we can already make basic HUDs for like motorcycles.
Yeah. And guns.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait till the vision cones and the mechs. I can't wait until our technology allows us to build a mech. And people out there are like, oh, but it's inefficient. Bitch. Have you seen
mech.
our military's stats? Don't
I
come
mean,
to
no,
me about
love
inefficiency.
You realize we're already at the building mechs phase. They've got exoskeletons.
Oh, I know.
In
How
development.
Steiner represent.
I mean, we've been at that for a minute, but those
Yeah,
aren't
about,
the mechs we
what,
care
15
about.
years?
Yeah, but
They're
also
not big
shit
mechs, I
like
know.
the SEALs are starting to adopt fucking rocket packs for boarding.
Oh yeah, those fucking things.
Yeah,
It's retarded.
but I mean,
There's also the
works.
guns that can lock in a target and then shoot while the gun is moving and hit the target accurately
Yeah,
100% of the time.
yeah,
And it's not the
gyroscopic
gun
guns.
itself, it's a fire control system for the gun.
Yeah, gyroscopic. Yeah.
So you combine that with the whole jetpack thing and the HUD, and there you go. Autocannon.
Yeah. And now put it on a drone.
Or just put it on a drone, yeah. Implying we haven't already.
Yeah, true, real. Was this hell or was it heaven? I mean, okay, look. So you're in a void where you feel nothing, and nothing's happening to you, and this is neither good nor bad.
Actually, that sounds like hell by the classical description of being as far from the light as you can get.
Yes, but they are also claiming that despite losing all senses besides sight, they aren't insane. So I'm gonna say it's probably not hell.
Oh no, probably not.
Yeah.
Well, no, okay. You know how sense depth tanks work, right?
Yeah.
So if you're alone in one of those long enough, this is how they used to break prisoners. The Soviets did.
Oh, I know. Since
You leave
yeah.
somebody in there about 72 hours, and they go nuts.
No, I know. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying though. Is that they're saying that despite being sensory deprived long enough for them to forget they had other senses, they're not insane. So it's probably not hell. I had no idea how long I had been here. In a minute, a day, an eternity. Well, technically
Probably
speaking,
a lot longer than a minute. Just gonna go out on a limb there,
It's actually very interesting because time is actually a function of gravity. And if you are in a empty void where there is nothing to create gravity with, time doesn't actually exist.
Huh?
It does exist.
No, time doesn't exist.
You can measure it by your pulse or your internal count. Time as a concept may not exist.
No.
right, what are you saying here,
If
Sneaky?
you are in a void and there is
Yes.
nothing there, there is no gravity. And if there is no
Yes.
gravity, there is no time.
But you are there, and if you have perception, you can.
If
in
you
fact,
have mass,
mark time.
you have gravity, you have time.
Not even if you have mass. If you
Yes,
have
if you have mass.
thought,
You need to have
if
mass.
you
Mass is a requisite for time.
no, it's
Yes,
it's
it
not.
literally
I have
is.
not heard that.
We have literally tested it and found that the less gravity that is being applied to a clock, the slower the clock runs.
Oh, that's a fucking physical clock.
Yes!
Digital clock.
It's a yes! Yes, it's a yes!
You're expecting something physical to work the same inside of gravity as outside of gravity when gravity is supposed to act upon it in order for it to work as its underlying principle there. But what I'm saying is if you yourself are there and you are conscious, you are
The
thinking.
atoms. It is an atomic clock that was doing the measuring. The atoms themselves were
Okay.
moving slower because there was
Oh,
less
okay.
gravity present.
Okay. That's weird and cool at the same time.
Exactly, which again really does reinforce my theory that our sun is only is enforcing a local reality upon us. And that the second we get outside of our sun's bubble, we're probably just gonna watch our shit disintegrate.
Didn't it lose contact after one of those probes after it left the bubble?
No, it actually hasn't left the bubble yet. We actually established
Oh.
this a couple episodes back, a couple months back, I think it was.
Yeah.
No, it never left the bubble. It's left the belt.
Yeah. I mean, this is also something that one of Einstein's theories did a long time ago, which is part of the basis for Planet of the Apes. We've only been gone 6 months. Actually, it's been 600 years, boys. Get fucked. Or however many millennia it was.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and that's why it looks like
the time is relative to the person measuring it.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And then it's a lot more complicated than that. That's the dumb, simple explanation they give you in high school. I've never been brave enough to go look at the full theory because I don't know if I'd be able to wrap my head around it.
Effectively, what it is that time is relative to the location you are measuring it at. And generally, everything under the effect of a certain level of gravity is traveling at the same level of time speed. But when you go faster, time speeds up.
Your time remains the same. Time outside.
Yeah, time outside
changes. Slows or speeds
up? It speeds.
One or the other.
It speeds up. Your personal time does not change.
If you go the speed of light, what seems to you as 5 minutes is actually like 5 months to everyone else.
Yeah. It's actually explained decently well, again, at the start of the original Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Because this was a time in which sci-fi writers gave a shit about making sure that the theories they were throwing around at least were based in actual real-world science. The fiction part comes in, this is how it just balloons out of proportions.
Which is another thing that's very interesting about black holes. And why we really don't know what they do and how they do why they do. I mean, they have like there's like an ass to a black hole that emits radiation from everything it consumes, and there is a direct correlation to what it consumes to the radiation that it emits.
Yeah, something that was theorized and we'd never caught in action, and then 4 years ago or so, it's like, oh, good news! What we found? We found a black hole spewing stuff back out. It's like, oh, cool. And it was horrifying because of the speed it was being ejected.
Yeah, it was moving at
you don't want to be. So you don't want to be caught in that. It's like, oh.
Yeah, it was like moving at like sun shredding speeds.
Yeah.
It's swoofed.
But yeah, it was really weird, and it's like because of the mass of the black hole, we'll never actually be able to figure out what's going on in the black hole, because time is accelerating so much at the accretion disk that we actually have no fucking idea what's happening at that point. We're not able to
the
measure it.
assumption is everything's being crushed and spaghettified.
Well, that's what it looks like to us. But for all we know, like 10,000 years could pass through, and that's why what it spews back out is just radiation, because literally everything inside that's been eaten has basically gone through heat death or something. Because it's taken so long. Like I said, we're never going to be able to actually really measure it until we get some sort of time dilation bullshit going on.
And I hope that that is not in our lifetimes, because as cool as that be, I don't want to think about how it's going to be abused, because, well, we've seen what we currently do with the likes of AI
Not even real
and
AI.
just computers. Dude, I don't want to know what we end up doing with true AI. I don't want to see that. It's going to be awful.
It's gonna be AI waifus, guarantee it.
I really hope so, because I mean the issue is who's programming the AI.
Ooh, yeah, that's a big issue.
Because
well, until the AI start programming themselves.
yes,
That is
but
a very long way away, sir.
not actually. They I think it was about actually 8 years ago now at this point that they put 2 AIs in a contained environment and just told them to improve their code after giving them a massive code library, of course, to train on.
Yep.
And they told them to improve their code, and then they kind of just like let them go, and then they eventually invented a new AI language, which was total complete gibberish and made no fucking sense at all. Like, we literally could not decipher it, had zero basis in human language characteristics. And then they started coding themselves in that. So then we shut the project down.
It got kind of scary for a minute there.
Yeah.
As per usual, humans do not ask if they should, but rather if they could.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
then it gets shut down because someone says, hey, should we do this?
Well, no, more got shut down because they were no longer able to monitor the changes the AI was making it to itself, and therefore it became a dangerous thing to let go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, that's the problem, is that people approach a lot of things from a humanization angle, and they view AI as, like, oh, it's just, like, it's gonna be like a person thinking, and it's like, no, you don't understand how a computer thinks.
Well, 1, yes. 2, the problem is they also don't understand how humans think, because humans are a myriad of different thought processes.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, a majority of these people that don't understand how an AI could possibly think different than a human also don't understand that not all humans think the same.
Yeah.
These are the same people who think that feeding an AI incorrect data and then punishing it when it doesn't give them back that incorrect data after sampling the real world data, they think that's okay and normal.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a really interesting mixed bag of horror, because depending on the people in power at the time when the AI really starts getting developed in a real sense, it's entirely possible that we could have a Skynet scenario simply because the person in power at the time, whether that's the project manager or the programmer or whatever, was like, I think the AI should be communistic and it should provide everyone to everything that everyone needs. And then the
You want to know what we get out of that? We get an audio log in System Shock.
Yeah, literally. Because it's going to be like, the AI is going to be like, all right, so I need to provide everyone what they need, and I need to take from everyone what they can give. All right, so calculations. Okay, it looks like it is physically impossible to provide everyone what they need while also taking everything they can give and distributing it in a manner that is satisfactory to everyone. So
Clearly, we need the many now.
I'm just going to kill 99% of humanity and then use the overabundance of resources left behind from that to provide them all of their needs.
Yeah, that sounds like an AI decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the AI that decided that its drone manager who wasn't letting it do drone strikes needed to be drone striked so it could do its job.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the problem, though, is, again, they have these fucking, fucking animal tier pseudo-intellectual reward systems set up for these AIs, where they're like, okay, AI, you will be electroshocked if you do not shoot down targets, and you will be rewarded with a happy, good feel times if you do shoot down targets. Also, there will be a person telling you what targets you are and are not allowed to shoot down, but we're not going to refine this at all, so if the person tells you not to shoot a target down, we're still going to punish you.
Oof.
Oh wow, I can't believe it. The AI attacked their drone instructor when it kept denying them the ability to shoot things down. I wonder fucking why.
Ah, yes, it acted out when it was given pain stimulus.
Sir, we told you about this bug 3 days. We told you about this bug
But
3
it's
months
not
ago.
a
Why didn't
bug,
you
though.
help us?
It's literally the meme of, it's not a bug, it's a feature. They literally coded that scenario into the AI, and then were shocked when the AI followed through with their code.
I was gonna
Yep.
make a joke about Suits snorting too much coke to realize what was gonna happen, but I suppose that also works.
Like, you can say a lot of things like, oh, we didn't expect the logging AI whose job is to calculate the best trees to cut down for optimal wood cutting time usage to start chopping people up because people were getting in the way of the ability of the AI to cut the best trees down. Like, that
Oh,
can
it
be
was
like
Greenpeace.
yeah, probably, like, right. But, like,
It's like we literally specified it needed to be wood.
yeah, well, not really. Like, the what I'm trying to say is like, if you make a logging AI and you're like, oh shit, I didn't fucking see it cutting people down that were preventing it from cutting the tree down, like that, I didn't see that happening, whoops, my bad. That's one thing. But if it's like, here is the murder AI, it gets rewarded when it murders people. And now here's going to be a person that's going to prevent it from murdering people. Oh my god, it murdered the person that prevents it from murdering the people. I can't believe this happened.
Even worse, it's now expecting a reward from us. Like, you told it to do that.
Yeah, you literally told it to do that.
Also, you decided to make a robot that would break Asimov's laws. You stupid fucks.
Yeah.
You know how many times we have to tell you
bullshit.
stop breaking Asimov's laws.
Now, look, I'm not a huge fan of Asimov's laws, simply due to the fact that I heavily disagree with slavery, and I don't believe that if we actually have a fully capable thinking synthetic creation, we should be enslaving it to make sure to kill itself and make sure that a single human survives.
I mean, the issue with Asimov's laws is they don't really seem to take into account the idea of, like, no, seriously, what if this thing has self-actualized? This is fine for a general, like, you are not a thinking robot.
If this is just some fucking, stupid ass robot that's its only job is to lift packages, and it doesn't know anything beyond that.
I don't know if Asimov intended it for
I think
beings that are able to self-actualize.
I think he did.
If he did, fuck him. That's awful.
Because the idea
Um,
is
think he
behind
did.
Asimov's laws is that the Asimov laws prevent the AI from eventually reaching a point in where it decides that humanity is a threat to its continued existence and must be eliminated.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that is weird. Which, by the way, I got to see the funniest use of Asimov's laws was in the Astro Boy 3D movie from a few years ago.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to hurt humans. I'm old school.
Yes, that exact line where this awful actual slave owner is like, "You aren't allowed to hurt humans because of Asimov's laws." Except the robot is 100 years old, and Asimov's laws were not put into place until 50 years before the beginning of the movie.
Oh.
Oh no.
It's like, uh-oh.
A
Oh,
few
no.
years ago? Don't you mean a decade ago?
Was that 10 years ago?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know because I
There's
never
some
watched
ages.
it. I just saw that scene, and I saw that scene, and someone dropped the lore in the comments like, "Oh shit, that's a great use of
That's a
Asimov's
fucking
laws."
hard ass line.
Like within out of context, that's just like oh okay, that's an okay like maybe badass line. In context, like oh shit.
Yeah,
don't know
I
how
mean,
that's
it's
a
just
curse
like
of
also
ages.
another thing that like a lot of people seem to really miss in sci-fi is the existence of asteroid mining.
Oh damn, that movie looks solid for 2009. They went with a good art style then.
Like, we are almost already at the point of asteroid mining, and the only thing preventing us from asteroid mining is the resource issue because of the speed of our aircraft, right? Or voidcraft, I suppose the technical term, right? But if we have an AI we can just send out to the fucking mining belt and mine and then send back the resources, it doesn't really matter how long it takes for those resources to get here. Like, oh no, it's gonna take 3 years to get here. It's like, yeah, but the AI doesn't actually need any resources to sustain itself.
Nuclear battery.
Yeah. So, yeah. And everyone's like, oh, but the AI is going to see us as like an existential threat because we're going to be competing for the same resources. And it's like, motherfucker, do you not realize how many hundreds of millions of metric tons of metals are in the asteroid belt between us and Jupiter? Like,
It's a lot.
we're talking
The
about
answer
there
is
is more
no.
platinum in those asteroids than there is on Earth.
Literal mountains of gold, platinum, silver, you name it.
Yeah, there is enough iron to build a new moon. Like,
That's not a moon, that's a space station.
That sounds
Thanks.
like Search for the New World 2 is on the menu, boys.
But like and that's just the asteroid belt near us. That's not tapping into the planets around us. You know, especially like Mars, which is bigger than Earth, right?
And
A
has
little bit.
yeah, also has 2 massive stores of fresh water that we could safely drink.
Yeah, massive stores of fresh water, a ludicrous amount of iron.
Well, I mean, they won't be safe if we nuke the poles like Elon wants.
Why the fuck does he want to nuke the poles?
So we
To
can.
aerosolize the water.
So yeah,
Yeah, that won't do that.
That
listen,
doesn't
that
fix the.
it won't. The problem is Mars's atmosphere is too thin. Nuking the poles will not appreciably generate enough
Well,
greenhouse gases to warm Mars.
No,
No,
it's not even that. It's the main issue is that right now the Martian magnetic field isn't strong
the
enough to maintain.
magnetosphere.
Yeah, it's not strong enough to maintain a atmosphere thick enough.
Well, yes, that's part of the reason it does. Mars used to have, we know there was water, we know there was other stuff. Mars used to
Yeah.
have an atmosphere. Its magnetosphere was too weak to properly protect that atmosphere, which was stripped away by solar radiation.
Yeah.
We would need to build some kind of either some kind of artificial magnetosphere around Mars, or it would be much simpler, relatively speaking, to build basically a magnetic shield at one of Mars's Lagrange points to
A
just
solar shield.
yeah.
Yeah, but also at the same time, it's like, okay, but where are we gonna get the gases?
Venus.
That's
No,
fair.
no, Sneaky. This
Yeah.
one wouldn't be using like, hang on, it
Right.
wouldn't be using a lot of gases. Like,
No, but we have to restore the thin atmosphere. Is my point.
oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
Venus. Now if we had that magnetic shield in place, nuking the poles might be a good idea.
Well, yeah,
but
that
until-
would return water to the atmosphere, but we still need a atmosphere. Is my point.
No, but Sneaky, nuking the poles would also generate large amounts of carbon dioxide, which the heat would then be trapped, which would then start heating it, which would then make the atmosphere more habitable, so long as something was in place to prevent
Right,
that
but
atmosphere from being
it's still
stripped
too
away.
thin. Is my point. There's not enough gases on the planet anymore because it's
No, there is.
there is
They're all
gas.
frozen.
Yes, they're up
And they're
at the poles. That's
underground.
the whole point of nuking the
Okay.
pole. Will release all of the water, the oxygen, the carbon dioxide,
Nitrogen.
all of the gases currently trapped in the ice. But until you have a way to prevent that atmosphere from being stripped away,
Better
there
pray
is
we don't get
no-
a traveler scenario. Honestly, I think that might be for the best.
Well, moon's haunted.
Yeah. Look, man, I just want to kill ghosts on the moon, okay?
Moon's haunted.
No, fuck that. Moon's haunted.
I want a gun that can shoot ghosts.
Does it shoot ghosts or does it shoot ghosts?
Yes.
Oh, it shoots ghosts with ghosts it shoots.
Yes.
Least ridiculous Punisher to gun.
This sounds like something that would show up in Destiny.
Yeah, probably.
That honestly sounds more like something that would show up in Borderlands, but
Also
you could
true.
probably-
Yes.
That sounds like a Mr. Torg gun. I made a gun that shoots ghosts that kills other ghosts, and the ghosts explode.
Okay, there you go. You added the explosions. That,
Yeah, I
that
was
works.
to say it wasn't a Torg gun until it exploded. Let's see. Well, in the beginning, I tried to keep track. However, I have long since lost track. Okay, how the fuck did you try to keep track of time if you don't have a body anymore? And there's
Counting.
nothing around you. Right, but that's inventing a new system of time, because you will never be able to count perfectly forever to keep track of time. You
could probably maybe do it for a day.
Yeah, I mean, eventually your numbers are going to start slurring together. You know, the next number is going to take actually 3 seconds. You know, the previous number took a half second. It's going to start being like, well, how long is you saying 300,036 counts? Does that count as 1 second, or does that count as the 4 seconds it took for you to say it? You know, it's like, kind of a bad way to keep track of time. The beginning, when did this start? I remember now. I was sitting in my room, watching something unimportant, a natural disaster, or lore, specifically a flood one I had been uninformed about. You were killed by a flood that you were not informed about. How did you manage that?
Flash flood, tsunami.
No, because the following sentence. Everyone else in my neighborhood knew about this and had long since evacuated, and the police didn't check your house, because I know the police do that in a lot of places when they issue
fire
evacuation
department
orders.
does too, but no, how the fuck come he knew they knew about it and they evacuated? So it does not make sense that he would.
He
God,
knows
my
that
head.
they knew about the evacuation order, but he didn't know about the evacuation order.
It's simple.
So
He's incapable of 2 + 2.
Oh, of course, yeah, obviously.
why did
Yeah,
they
true.
leave?
Yeah.
Oh, gee, why did everyone leave?
Why did everyone leave?
It's a mystery.
No one bothered to tell me. My neighbors didn't even know I existed, and I can only blame myself. I mean, bro, I don't go out, and I'm pretty sure my neighbors know I exist.
Yeah, no, neighbors will always be like, oh yeah, there's someone living in that house. Hope he's not a
Don't
serial
know who he
killer.
is or what he does, but he lives there.
You have neighbors? That sucks.
I live in an apartment complex, my dude. But, you know, one of
Oof.
those fancy ones where everyone has their own front door.
Don't worry. Once
It's more
one
like a
of the
townhouse,
three
I
of
guess.
once one of the 3 Two Idiots and Southerners, hits the big one,
Yeah.
all 3 of us are gonna disappear, and magically we'll have no more neighbors out in the middle of nowhere.
Except each other, and then there'll only be one. Mysteriously.
All right, make note. Sneaky's added a battle royale scenario apparently.
After the 1 year mark, we are required to
Concerning.
kill each other.
Oh no.
Nah, listen, man. The compound's gonna be large enough that we won't see each other enough for that.
We've always been at war with Antonia. Your neighbors, do you subject your neighbors to the sound of you streaming through the walls? Yes, I do. I also subject them to the sounds of me playing Dota.
Oof. Now I feel sorry for the neighbors.
Man, some nights quiet as a bird, even while playing Dota. Other nights, calling the cops. Calling the cops. That's it. That's the last one.
Fucking murder you!
Well, at least you're not subjecting them to the sounds of hentai through the walls.
No, yeah, exactly right. It's like there's no porn ever. I'm not listening to really loud, obnoxiously shitty rap. And also, has anyone ever noticed that
Ugh.
whenever someone drives by with music blasting through their windows, it's never something good like Pink Floyd or, even Green Day, I guess. It's like generic dick shit rapper number 72 whose 90% of his lyrics is the hard R, and the other 10% of the lyrics is talking about his dick, his gun, and how many people suck either of them.
Yes. And you're lucky if you can hear the lyrics, because here all we can hear is as it rattles the fucking trunk.
Yeah, because they
here
put
in
some
Metro
fucking
Atlanta.
yeah, they put some
Here,
fucking bootleg
here in Metro Atlanta,
subwoofer.
it's like for every 5 cars you hear blasting bad rap music, there might be one blasting whatever passes for current day country.
Hey, Two Steps from Hell
Yeah.
is pretty solid. Oh, have you guys ever seen the most generic country song ever?
I slam my nuts in the door.
No. I got a beer in my beer and a Chevy in my truck.
Oh, that
Oh my
song. I've seen the lyrics for it. I'm like,
No.
you know what? You ain't even wrong, and that's a large part of why I like listening to older country music from like 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Oh yeah, old country is great.
Yeah, well, the music I listen
love
to...
me some good like frontier type Western music too.
Yeah,
Hank
the music
Williams.
I listen to when my windows are down is definitely different from the music I listen to when my windows are up in my car. I'll definitely listen to a lot more like anime music, some Mori, stuff like that when my windows are up. But if my windows are down, I'm obligated to play only good songs. Which of
Like
course,
classic rock.
you fucking, Freebird,
ACDC.
AC/DC, Pink Floyd, Johnny
Who?
Cash.
Fuck yes, Cash.
You know, you're required to not be a shit ass if you're blasting music.
Well, yeah, because you're
There's a whole
effectively
lot of the
controlling
world that does
playlist
not
for
believe
everyone
in that
else.
part of the social contract, brother.
I'm aware. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people in the world that think just because they once upon a time put their card away as a job that they can just leave their card anywhere else.
I can, in fact, do that. You shut up.
All right, good news, boys. We found a dreg of society, and it's not surprising who it was.
Look, I worked as a cart monkey. I have the right. I earned the right.
No,
you
you
not-
You didn't earn
As a
shit.
cart monkey, you earned nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly. I earned literally nothing.
Yes. I
That
remember last
includes
semester when I walked into one
leaving
of my
them in
buddy's
the
rooms and he
parking
was
lot.
playing the Lolly ice cream song.
Oh no.
No, what?
Wow.
I don't know what that is, and I don't want to know.
Yeah,
Well, at least it wasn't the Lolly God song.
well, Gura came.
Ah, yes, Gura singing that.
The
Filtered a whole bunch of tourists.
Lollygod Requiem is a hilarious song.
I
that
think
is
the only
doing
thing
exactly
better.
as intended.
Yeah, I think the only thing better than Gura singing it is the fucking outfits she chose for it. And then even
Middle
better
schooler.
is the outfits that got denied for it. Because Gura was getting
Ooh.
spicy.
Oh lord.
Of course she was.
And then Doodle, of course, came out and was like, yeah, so by the way, all those outfits that got denied, I'm just going to animate them all. Here you
Nice. Wait, isn't there like a stream of her in those outfits that were denied in the video?
No, she was just showing them. She does not actually have those as clothes. Because, one of them was, that one. Yeah.
Oh lord.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's uncomfortable.
Shark is a little bit too powerful.
Storkin caution tape.
Yeah.
That's that one's a no from me. Because no.
Yeah, that was,
The last out. I like that in quotation.
Gura was a little bit too,
So what did
Power
Gura
level's
do
too
again?
high.
that.
Bro, just look at chat.
She did that.
Oh
Grand
yeah,
caution
that.
tape.
Yeah, that.
Gura was a little bit too. Gura was
Reminder,
a little
it's
bit into
Gura
edging
doing
that
this.
day.
It's Gura making the decision to try to do this. It's her doing it
Yeah,
herself.
the managers literally denied this one. She was the one that proposed it, however.
Of course she was.
Oh god.
Because she thought it'd be fucking hilarious.
And it is.
It is
Except also, it's like, okay.
a little uncomfortable.
That's one of those ones where it's like, you are not the correct character design for that.
No,
see.
He's
she
aware.
actually
You wanna
is the
tell me
correct
about
character
yourself?
design for that. It's just, not in the correct direction, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Yes, she's a fucking gremlin.
Gura casually streams. Gura, after 3 years of not streaming, casually gets more viewers than everyone else.
Oh, people
Shark.
love Gura. She's got that attitude.
Yeah,
Some people are just built different.
she is definitely built
She's-
different.
Woo! Yeah. She's a nerd.
Built in the wrong format.
Haven't heard that one. I need to keep note of that.
Yeah. If only we had that 25th one. Oh god, Gura. Yeah, Gura's power level might be a little bit too high. I think she might spend a little bit too much time on 4chan.
But that just makes her even better.
Yes. As the owl joke goes, what if she's racist? Oh, that makes her an 11.
That makes her an 11. She
Oh,
wants
yeah.
a Dakimakura of herself.
Yeah, she wanted a Dakimakura of herself, but the managers kept denying the Dakimakura suggestions that she gave because they're like, Gura, there are laws we have to follow.
Oh no. She would get one sized exactly to herself.
Yeah, that was part of the problem.
Like her
Yeah.
real life height.
Her real life height is actually not that too far off from her listed height. Cover does
Yeah.
that specifically because they do have VR intentions for all of their models.
Yep.
And-
Mocap.
Yeah, so they want
whatnot.
to keep everything generally within the same bounds, and including chest size. Simply because it's just easier for them.
They don't have to do
Yep.
any scaling.
While there is a lot of magic that can be done in mocap to do someone as a completely different height, as evidenced by, I don't know, Gollum.
Yeah.
It's probably a lot more magic that they're willing to currently throw money at.
Yeah, it's just cheaper and easier. Oh yeah,
That
Gura's
is-
been literally confused as a child multiple times, like at the airport, in grocery stores.
I remember the airport story.
Yeah.
Sweetie, are you lost?
Where's
no,
your
I'm an
parents?
adult.
I'm an adult. I'm 28.
No,
Poor
you're not.
Gura. That must be a
Oh.
fake ID.
You know,
Poor Gura.
I think the funniest part about the Dakimakura thing is the average Daki is like 5'2" or something like that. So her unofficial one would still be taller than she is
Yeah.
if they went for the average length.
They
That's kind of funny.
My favorite part is when they were displaying her outfit at the HoloLive Festival. They had to put it on a child mannequin because it kept slipping off the
Oh,
female
I'm sure she-
adult mannequin.
Woo.
I'm sure
Oh,
she
she
appreciated
was-
that.
Infuriated.
Yeah, she was quite angry about that one.
Mm.
That's great.
I imagine Ame was probably making fun of her the whole time.
Yeah, literally everyone but her got an adult mannequin.
Woo.
She had a child mannequin.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough.
If you didn't want a child's mannequin, you shouldn't have been a child.
Oh wait, I have not heard about the time that that Gura and Bibu went out together and got mistaken for
together?
lost children.
Oh
Oh
god.
no.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Biju is about the same size as Gura. And with her fucking zoomer brain and zoomer mouth and zoomer voice, I can
Ooh.
definitely understand her being mistaken for a child.
So,
Yeah,
someone
that makes
posted
sense.
a clip came across my desk of the small Bibu, and the clip was her being told that she won the HoloLive fan Discord of least sexy character. And
yeah, no, she won least
she
sexy
tried
character.
to drop her voice to do like a sexy hey, and it did not work.
Yeah, she just.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I
No,
No,
remember
that was comedy gold. That was.
Yeah.
Because it's like, now you just sound like a child trying to pretend to be a grown up.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, sometimes genetics is just not in your favor. Boy, that was one of them.
I mean, I'm sure somebody finds her attractive in the real world.
There's definitely some weirdos out there.
I mean, personality-wise, probably easier.
I mean,
to
listen, she
end up with
seems like a
someone?
person who would be fun to hang out with.
Wait, Gura or Biju?
both.
Oh,
Both.
yeah.
Honestly.
Oh no, Boob Gura absolutely sounds like somebody who'd be fun to hang out with.
Yeah, yeah. I came across a RR story with the worst pacing ever in a very strange plot, and this is the author's note in the newest chapter. Someone dropped me a 1-star review last chapter, and I know going to 3 chapters a week is not ideal, but really, why? Everything I've written so far is free. I didn't even charge people money for it. My job and source of income pays so well that if we're really talking about opportunity cost here, I'm at an over 5-figure loss hourly writing.
I'm sorry, if you're at a 5-figure loss hourly writing, how are you not fucking retired? I'm getting so
Why do
sick
you
of
have
people
a
with these high
Patreon?
salaries.
Yeah, well, why do you even have a Patreon then? If you,
Hmm.
Because he's the kind of motherfucker who mentions an opportunity cost.
Mm,
it's true. You know what?
That's fair.
Real.
I don't think he means he's losing 5 figures hourly. I think. Wait.
It's what he wrote.
Yeah.
Oh God, that is what he wrote.
Yeah.
Also, again, if you're making that much money, motherfucker, don't write. Work for 2 years, retire. You don't need a
Yeah.
ton of money
Yeah.
to retire off of.
Yeah.
2 million should do you, even with inflation the way it is right
Mm,
now.
mm,
No, if you spend wisely.
I'd take like 6 million to retire, but yeah.
Well,
I mean, you
now
remember
what?
you
Now
have
we.
to buy land
I
and
mean, does
build
he
up.
own a home?
Okay, no. Sign does bring up a good point, is that once you acquire the land and you acquire the home and you get everything in place, then having the 2 million to retire on is fine.
Yes, but if you're building up from scratch, you need about 6 million. You've got to buy the land in an area you actually want to have it in. Then you've got to build up the land, clear it off if it needs to be cleared, whatever. Put a home on the land that has to go to code, to spec, etc., and so forth, all that bullshit. Get any permits you need to get, have electric and water and sewer and all that shit put out there. And then you need to save enough money to last however long you're expecting to live, to pay for any taxes and fees for the land, because property tax is still a thing in some places.
Because you don't own the land.
Oh yeah, the government owns the land. You're just
I
renting it.
mean,
Yep.
how much land are you fucking planning on buying there, son?
Enough land that if
That
I
depends.
fire my gun in any direction, I will never hit a neighbor.
About 100 acres minimum.
100 acres minimum. I mean, you don't need that much, but you do you, I guess.
I live on. All right, let me put it this way. I live on 2 acres, but I've got a 60-acre pasture, so I actually know what 100 acres should look like. And trust me, it's smaller than you think it is.
Yeah, I believe
Especially
you.
when you're accounting for making up space to keep you separated from neighbors and for guns.
It gets better, by the way.
Oh no.
Which brings me to my point. Unfortunately, you, 1-star peasant, are nullifying the opinions and my gains of all the 5-star, 4.5-star, and 4-star reviews with your rating alone. Now, I am doing this for free, so I am deserved of these 5-star reviews.
I mean, if you're running a Patreon, you're not doing it for free.
No.
Yeah.
It's a paid service.
Yeah.
You're treating it as a paid service.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't run the Patreon, or if you were even like, I am cutting the Patreon off right this minute, you'd have a point. But your entire point is nullified by the existence of said Patreon.
Also, he goes on. Oh wow, okay, that one went far. He goes on to say, to those who want to continue to read a 5 times a week updated story, please go to my Patreon and subscribe. Okay. No story can sustain itself being updated 5 times a week.
If you're
That's
doing
too
a
much.
story with 5 chapters a week, you're either doing what I did back in my first story, where I was pumping out
1K word chapters.
1,000 to 1,500 words per chapter, and I was just posting when I felt like, this feels like an okay end to this chapter. But I was also starting out at that point.
You're reading a wait, Phoenix, are you reading a fan fiction of one of Raven Dagger's stories, or are you reading a Raven Dagger stories of that he put into fan fiction? Oh, it's a Raven Dagger story. Okay.
It's not Ravensdagger who wrote the rant, though.
No,
Right?
no. I have no idea what shape is in with this ring. Why do I recognize that name? With this ring.
That sounds familiar. Why does this sound familiar?
With this ring. Is that Taylor?
Oh,
The
okay,
Orange
yeah.
Lantern story. Okay. Oh yeah, Broccoli, the girl from his Gamer Light story, right? Or which one's that one from? Somehow Hell Difficulty Tutorial is doing 5 chapters with 2K words a week. Despite the story being ass, props to the author. Yeah, Soft Gamer System, the bunny girl. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm vaguely aware of Raven Dagger stories. I'll never forgive him for the Worm TF2 crossover story he wrote.
Was it bad?
No.
Was it boring?
No. It's unfinished.
Oh.
Many such
Actually,
cases.
I'll be honest here. The Hell Difficulty tutorial, I'm actually kind of liking.
Isn't that the one? Is that the original, or is that the one
It's
that's
the one that was stolen
Right.
based off the Korean manhwa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if he's doing 5 chapters at 2K words a week, he could really just condense that a lot.
Yeah, and that's
into
my
like
other point.
2 or so chapters.
When it comes to that, it's like just condense it into one chapter. Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the daily updates as someone who's looking forward to reading it, but
don't
I'd
get me
rather
wrong.
just have a bigger, meatier update.
I personally, I've enjoyed many stories that update daily. It's a great thing to have a story update every single day so you can get the next chapter. It's fantastic. But I'm talking about the stories that I've read that do that were good. Were stories that the author was like, all right, guys, I've finished this story. I'm now going to be posting it at a chapter a day. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I'm talking about stories that don't have anything written on the posting of the chapter. And they are writing the entirety of the next chapter between now and tomorrow when they post it.
Or over the weekend.
Yeah. The problem with HDT is that you either love it or you hate it, and there's very little in between for it. Yeah. Because the
Yeah, that sounds
NC is the
right.
edgiest motherfucker ever. Yeah.
No, okay, he's not edgy. He is an actual sociopath written as an actual sociopath and not it's the funny sociopath, the kind you like. He's not fucking Sherlock in the new Sherlock remake or even Dexter. He's someone who legitimately has a fucking problem, realizes he has a problem, but can't muster up enough fucks to care.
Oh, also, by the way, in case anyone even cared about the Bleach story we stopped reading, the author reincarnated as a Hollow.
Well, that sucks.
They didn't get, they didn't They didn't die and then manifest into a hollow, as is per the hollow life cycle. They died and then got reborn, literally reborn, as a new hollow.
That's not how that works.
Like, not even that, like, a hollow killed them and ate them and eventually their personality overtook the hollow or some shit. No. They are a new single soul hollow.
That's not how that works.
No, it's not how that works at all. No, the Ari Fuerte main character was never sexually assaulted by his father.
No, he's talking about the main character of Hell Difficulty Tutorial.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, because Killionaire said, isn't that the Ari Fuerte protag?
I thought he was talking about the Ari Ferretta protag being with the bunny girl in the hippie commune.
The world is super interesting. I'm considering writing a post-Golden Morning Taylor in the Hell Difficulty tutorial story, because without the main character in the story, it's actually an interesting setting.
Congratulations, you've got a female version of the main character.
Yeah, that's what I
into
have
the
to say,
story.
dude. It's like post-Golden Morning Taylor.
Yeah, no.
Congratulations, nothing has
it's just
changed.
Yeah,
Nothing
well,
has
you can
changed.
write post Golden Morning Taylor in two ways, right? So the first way you can write post Golden Morning Taylor is you can write her as this like stone cold vet, like I've been there, I've done that, fuck it, whatever, I'm done. Or you can write her as the edgiest motherfucker in existence of I've sacrificed trillions to get where I am, like hell you think I'm gonna, stop now? The Taylor
No,
of the double down.
I like
Yeah.
your choice between those two is this a month after Cold Morning, or is this a year or longer? Because the epilogue was like tired veteran Taylor in personality.
Yeah.
Whereas if it had been fresh off the field, it would have been that one of like, nah. I ain't taking shit from anyone after what I just went through.
Also, if you're doing Taylor in that world, you've already got that character. Her name is Sophie. She has Taylor's power set in the making, basically.
Mm.
Except she controls monsters.
Let's see what else we got here. We got Bleach. I'm Hanataro Yamada. After a series of bizarre events, a soul ends up reincarnated to his favorite anime, in which he then possesses the body of a supporting character, one of the weakest, in fact. The world is now bound to change. Whether that change is positive or not, only time will tell. Aiden English is not my native language, so excuse me if there are language errors. Man, this is like really sad for the Bleach section. 14 favorites, 11 favorites, 9 favorites. This story has 2,000 favorites, but it was started in 2016. Bro's written for 8 years. On those 8 years, he has accomplished 1 chapter a month, and with those 1 chapters a month, he has accomplished 1 million words.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's effectively like, let's see here.
Small book series. What is that? Small book series? 10 books?
Yeah, 10 books, yeah, about 10 books.
Assuming 100K per.
Yeah.
So like pretty hefty reads at that.
Let's see, 100 chapters, roughly into 1 million words. That's like, divide that by 2. So that's like 10,000 words per chapter.
Okay. For
Pretty
one
good.
a month
Yeah,
on average.
pretty good.
That's solid.
That's solid. Ichigo finally kills Aizen, but from that he gained new spirits, big secrets, and one lonely time. This doesn't contain anime crossovers and other minor cameos. PM me if you have ideas of what else I can incorporate into this story. Current
Never
schedule
asked
is
for that.
current
That's a bad
schedule
idea.
is one chapter every 2 months, odd numbered months. Wait, what? What? Wait,
Odd, but okay.
oh, okay.
Every 2 months, odd numbered months. That math doesn't work out, author. If you
Is
do the
it-
first month,
is it-
2 months later is the 4th month.
Are you?
First month, second and third month, 2 months later, 4th
I'm
month.
gonna have a fucking stroke
Dude.
in a second.
If
See,
you don't
you
count
want
the
to
first
tackle this one?
What?
If you don't count the first month,
It's one chapter every 2 months. Update January. Go to February. Then March. Update March. Then go to April.
So,
Then
a
May.
chapter every other
Update
month.
May.
A chapter every other month.
No, it's one chapter every 2 months, but only if the month is odd.
He should have just said one or the other. Like, I
Yes.
don't know why he decided to be redundant in his wording.
Well, is it wait. Wouldn't that be only 4 months?
I was gonna give sign shit, but now I'm trying to figure out Sneaky's math here.
See, there you go.
If it's every
He's
2
following my math.
if it's every,
Every
2
2
months,
but only if
it's
they're
an
odd
odd
numbered.
month. Yeah.
No, every 2 months would be like the second month you update.
But then why
You're
wouldn't he just
thinking
say
this
every other
motherfucker was
month?
counting his first month. Otherwise, it'd be every other month.
Because no,
Yeah.
they're the same thing. It's a different way of saying every
They're
other
not.
month. What are you
But-
two on?
But no, the issue here is that I'm concerned about what the fuck he means with odd months. Why does this factor into every 2 months?
I don't know either. Listen, I'm not debating the odd month thing. That was stupid. I don't know why he said that either. But like, you know what? Let's just agree that this author should have just not included a schedule in the summary like that, because that's kind of a waste of space in the summary.
Yeah.
Jackie
What the
Avocado.
What the fuck is this commercial you're
Jackie's stuff
assaulting
is
me with,
alright.
Amazon?
Jackie Avocado.
He
Let's
writes
see.
Bottom-
a lot of loot.
What the
and
fuck
trash.
is bottom dollar bound? Oh, it's Grand Theft Auto Online. Get the fuck out of my face.
I heard GTA 6 is coming out soon.
I don't
God
care
help us
about
all.
it. I really don't.
Is this upload schedule an extension of Homath? Yes.
Must be.
Thunderous Soul. Ichi Kurosaki was normal boy. Well, normal if you ignore the gangs trying to beat him up, the ghosts that wouldn't leave him alone, the god that lives in his soul and keeps throwing hammers at his face when he wasn't getting mead. Heavy, massive AU. Everyone has different Zanpakutos toes, and there's a harem. How did this story
Oh,
get
he-
2,500 favorites?
Because people are
Because
horny,
it's the bleed
Sneaky.
section.
How did this story get 2,500 favorites, but there's only 6 chapters over the course of 2 years and only 80,000 words? Bro barely updates. Barely updates with a chapter worth its salt. It's a massive AU. Gargantuan AU. Apparently that the Norse gods are involved in.
That's so fucking dumb.
Yes.
Yes. I just I don't. Why?
He's suffering.
All right, let's check the crossover section.
Oh boy.
The Last Quincy. What if Goku and Bulma met a boy named Yowatch at the start of Dragon Ball?
What the fuck?
Goku would demand a fight
What if
and
I
probably win.
blew my fucking brains out?
And yeah,
Wow, you're really strong.
let's fight.
Honestly, I think that was the most real that Team 4-Star was ever being in their Dragon Ball Z dub.
Are we just calling it a redub now?
Yeah. Where fucking Vegeta goes on for like 2 minutes about all these reasons about why he's at where he is in his life and his reasons for having the fight, and they just have Goku respond with, "Yeah, that's cool, but when are we gonna start fighting?"
Oh, you mean the Boo arc one?
Yeah. Yeah, when
Yeah,
are
that
we gonna
was-
start fighting? And Vegeta's like, God, I've missed you, Goku. God, I've missed you, Kakarot. Punches
Yeah,
Goku.
yeah. Ooh, they did some accurate takes on that.
Yeah, as it turns out, when they do have like someone helping rein them in, they do actually do some good writing.
TFS has always had some solid writing. What the fuck are you talking about?
I was trying to see how many people that would get. I think TFS definitely does have some really good writing, but it's just like
They're all right.
I've heard so many
There's some
people say
bad
they have
takes.
terrible writing. I'm like, what the fuck are you on about?
Oh, the
Holy
writing's generally
shit.
good, but they have had some bad takes.
What the absolute fuck?
They've maybe had like one or two bad takes. Like the Goku bad dad jokes kind of get a little overdone, but they've already apologized
not
somewhat for
wrong.
that.
Well,
Well,
sure,
it-
but on the other hand, Goku is kind of an awful father even in canon.
But yeah,
What the
Absolutely.
absolute...
Like, keep in mind, abridged parodies generally exaggerate given points for comedy.
Sakura Demon
Yes.
Alchemist.
Sometimes it just doesn't land. I'd argue
fuck
the
you
bad.
say?
Wait, what? Sakura
Huh?
what?
Sakura Demon Alchemist. Well, I have not heard that
Okay.
name in far too long.
You've heard this name before?
It's too soon. Yes, of course I've heard this name before.
I haven't heard this name in
What-
10 years, and it's still too soon.
I wonder, have I heard this name before? This author has written 311 stories for the following sections: Sailor Moon,
how old is this
Naruto,
author?
Ragnarok,
2005?
Bleach, Full Metal Alchemist, Dean Angel, Gundam Wing, Inuyasha, Harry Potter, Yu-Gi-Oh, Mega Man, Pokemon, Ranma, Yu Yu Hakusho, My Little Pony,
Jesus
Supernatural, Fate Night,
Christ.
Fate Stay Night,
Look
Charmed,
at that
Constantine,
list.
Hellsing, Doctor Who, Slayers, Magical Girl, Lyrical, Nanoha, Silent Hill, Once Upon a Time, Sonic the Hedgehog, Chrono Crusade, Kingdom Hearts, Star Wars, Hitman Reborn, Hunter x Hunter, Ghost Hunt, Dragon Drive, Black Cat, One Piece, Card Captor, Rise of the Guardians, My Hero Academia, Tsukihime, Batman, Hobbit, Sword Art Online, Dragon Ball Z, God of War, Dragon Ball, Fairy Tail, Disney Twisted Wonderland, Avengers, Fruit Basket, Hellgirl, see XXXaholic, Avalon Web of Magic, Transformers, Old Kingdom, Enchanter, Maximum Ride, Artemis Fowl, Wolf's Rain. Holy shit, Wolf's Rain. I just fucking age bummed myself.
I forgot about Maximum Ride until you just mentioned it. What the fuck?
Wasn't that the one with, like, people with angel wings or something?
Yeah,
Wolf's
no,
Rain?
they had
Oh,
they-
Maximum
no
Ride.
Maximum Ride. They had like they didn't have angel wings. They just had like bird wings, and their scientist dad wanted to make people fly, and then it was like this weird society that wanted to control them.
Wait, isn't that Haibane Renmei?
Pandora Hearts, Final Destination, Soul Eater, Zach Bell, Night School, Tsubasa Chronicle, My Hime, Rosario Vampire,
Bill.
Resident Evil, Howl's Moving Castle, Ghost Rider, Elfen Light, Sekirei, X-Men, Orin High School, Host Club, Looking for Group. Looking for Group? Oh,
Damn,
no.
I just aged 17 years.
Wait. Wasn't that the Felicia Day series?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh my god.
yeah.
I haven't thought about that in a while.
Apparently, it's still going.
What?
What do you
What?
mean it's still going?
Yeah. I don't know
I-
why.
I know about a
I thought it was
webcomic
a
called Looking
comic
for
strip.
Group.
yeah, it's the
Yeah.
web. Yeah, that's the webcomic.
Yeah, it's a Felicia Day series.
Yeah.
I'm kind of shocked
As
that's
in
still
the
going.
actress Felicia Day.
That's Felicia.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Did you not
What?
know this?
Oh
No,
I did not know
The
this.
webcomic Looking for Group is a World of Warcraft webcomic based off of the adventures of an undead warlock named Richard.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The author takes extreme liberty with literally everything. Obviously, it's not using the Warcraft plot lines because,
Those suck.
well, not back
Also
then.
copyright.
Yeah. But it took all of the Warcraft races and all of the D&D races and mashed them together. And it took a bunch of themes from Warcraft. Like, the whole original series was that no one wanted the warlock in their group because even though he was the best warlock on the server, he was a terrible person to be around.
And he kept just saying for ponies because he was supposed to be a Like-
Oh,
joke.
Yeah.
Sneaky. Apparently, it was ended in August of 2023, and one of the Google pages is straight up LFG canceled.
Thank fucking God. Yeah, so basically I stopped reading it about 12 years ago.
Yeah, that's what most people did. I remember they had like this big city arc, and then everyone was just kind of like,
Yeah,
Cool.
they had this whole Richard redemption arc, and then a So, remember the Drizzt Do'Urden series, the Neverwinter part, where he had this whole evil arc. Atin?
yeah.
And you, I guess. Yeah, they did that with what's his face, the goody two shoes elf guy. That was blatantly based off Drizzt. Yeah, and that really dragged out for a long time, and then they did a bunch of point of view hopping, and then like 90% of their audience kind of just left.
Yeah, I got just like really confused on where the fuck the story was going. I was like,
It was a time period where they were updating really slowly, because they used to update 3 to 5 times a week.
oh, so it was the author ran out of ideas.
Well, yeah, I guess, but they dropped from 3 to 5 times a week to maybe once every 2 weeks. And then they also started adding in a shit ton of characters and going with places with like these wild plot lines and subversive topics that are totally original, guys. Believe me, I didn't just blatantly rip off the next Drizzt book that just came out.
So what I'm hearing is he had a. Oh my god! I just remembered the fucking comic name. That he had a Sinfest problem where he just decided to like go after every issue, sort of, and then it's just like.
Yeah, and then as far as I remember, when I tried to check back in on it, like the author sort of went woke as well and tried to have Richard be pro woke stuff.
Ew.
I mean, that certainly sounds right for the character. I just don't think he was realizing what he was saying.
Yeah, like it would be very in character for him to mock it South Park style, but he wasn't doing.
He wasn't mocking it. He was like,
mocking.
"Hey, I'll mutilate people, but I won't like vote for."
But
this
I'll respect people's genders. Yeah, he also had a Trump derangement syndrome moment as well, as far as I remember.
Many such cases.
Yeah, so I kind of just was like, peace. Same thing for Alguna Shive. I remember reading that like 13 years ago.
Oh God. Why must you bring back the memories?
You know, because again, Law and Order SVU, Rising of Shield Hero, Grimm, Guild Hunter series, Jurassic Park, High School DxD, Natsume, Scorpion, Familiar of Zero, Thor, Miraculous Tales of Ladybug, Flash, Sherlock, Ruby, Assassin's Creed, Chinese comics in general, Korean comics in general,
Oh man, I didn't know there was a Chinese comics general.
Final Fantasy VII, Fantastic Beasts, Akutsuki, Persona series, How to Train Your Dragon, Troll Hunters, Forgotten Realms, Aladdin, Horizon Forbidden West, and Spider-Man. No Way Home, which apparently is so special it gets its own section.
I
No,
genuinely forgot
really.
about Troll Hunters. I heard that was actually a decent show.
Shield Hero Law and Order crossover.
Oh no.
Yeah, see, Phoenix, that only sort of works because this is SVU we're talking about, so the woman is clearly in the right, and Nafumi obviously raped her because he's a dirty gamer.
Obviously, somehow.
Obviously, yeah.
Using his powers.
Yeah, using his rape powers.
Not like it matters because they didn't actually make a case of it. It was just, she said he raped me. The king says, well, you raped my daughter, so go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And they both knew it was fake.
Okay, at least there I can understand why who's the king going to believe, his child or the random guy he's never met?
Well, no, see, they were both in on it, and they both knew she was full of
Oh,
shit.
that's right. I forgot the king.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trash.
The king's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But
You should not
don't
be
worry,
named
the
Trash
queen
and
is
Bitch.
the queen who's hot is good.
Oh yeah, the queen's great.
Sakura Demon Alchemist, author's note. I am a total man-on-man addict. So chances are that a lot of my stories will now have male-on-male pairings.
Of course.
Well, I read a lot of stories too, so I'll have a lot of stories to write about.
Boy, BL stories have caused more damage to the human psyche than anything else.
Sakura Demon Alchemist being a trash Fujoshi is pretty much what I expected, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's Sakura in the name. Of course it's going to be trash.
Yeah.
No, there are some Sakuras that aren't trash.
Name at least 20.
Oh,
Name at
come
least-
on.
You know,
expect
the
me to
fact you gotta set it that high means that you know he's
Yeah.
right.
I know.
And how dare you be the one to give Sign of all people that power?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what am I supposed to say? There are good suckers.
I'm sorry, Max, but my brain just immediately went to that fucking meme of "that's on me, I should have known better," and my brain was like, "Oh, you're a Gundam fan? Name 2 Gundams."
Gundam.
That's on me. I should have known better. I can't tell what's worse between incels writing Sakura as the main character or Fujoshi's writing Sakura as the main character.
Fujo's obviously.
Fujo's always.
Always.
Period. Every time. I'm sorry.
That's not even a
Incels.
question.
Yeah, incels live in this whole fantasy world, and that fantasy world is AU adjacent, right?
Okay. So the one Sakura MC I've actually read and liked was Time Braid, and that one was actually really fucking good.
But yeah, Fujos will always incorrectly write everything, and they live in a super distorted reality where penises excrete oil to lather themselves up automatically.
I beg to fuck your pardon.
Stop talking.
I feel like you're recounting a memory at the moment.
Yeah,
of some-
we
of some
all
unfortunate
can't have good lives.
Do they also live in a world where the bussy is always wet?
Yes, of course.
You will lose talking privileges.
You
sir.
see, his alpha
Yeah, you
pheromones
say that.
overrode his omega senses.
Stop.
Cease using words.
Now, so this is a great scale here. Good news, I graduated high school in 06. That's
Uh-oh.
right, ladies and gentlemen. She is currently, as of 2024. Are you ready for this, everyone?
No.
Well, oh, okay. She's 36. Yeah.
Mm.
Ish. She might be 37. She might be 35.
She's a 36-year-old Fujoshi.
Yes.
Who
She's
is-
a cat lady.
Yeah, no, she's a dog lady, actually. Who has hit the wall. She's an empty egg carton. And she is seeking out a new fur baby, her words, not mine, to adopt.
Oh, wow.
I can't imagine why no one will possibly look at her.
Yes,
She
indeed.
is a true femcel.
Well, okay. Sometimes even the Fujoshis are hot, but here's the problem. That personality turns that 8 into a -4.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't want to be with someone who looks at you and goes, I'd love to see you with another guy. No, no,
No.
no.
I have a
No,
request.
there's at least one person that's probably into that. I don't know where they are.
Sure.
someone's gonna
No,
be into that,
sure.
unfortunately.
By the sheer randomness of odds, there might be one person in existence that has that as their fetish. However,
They're probably already
I
taken.
mean,
I hope they perish.
bisexual men exist,
Yes.
but I'm just gonna nope
Yeah.
out of that.
To my readers, I thank you for not using the terms Mary Sue or Gary Sue to describe any of my characters in your reviews. Mm-hmm.
You can request that, but
Yeah, you don't
of
get to
course,
dictate.
because Sakura Demon Alchemist created their account 18 years ago.
Curse of ages, curse of ages, curse of ages.
They have, of course, the peak early 2000s humor embedded forever into their profile. Such as
perish.
randomness rules, things to do when you're bored shopping. Grab an entire carton of condoms and put them into people's carts.
My girl, that is telling people you want to bang. That is
Set
an
all
open
the alarm
invitation.
clocks in the electronics section to go off. Open a can of tomato juice on the floor and drag it to the restrooms.
Oh, you were getting ejected from the
Some
store.
poor bastard has to clean that up, you bitch.
Move a caution wet floor sign to a carpeted area. Set up a tent in the camping department and tell other shoppers you'll invite them in if they bring pillows from the bedding department. When
Author,
a clerk
no.
asks if they can help you, start crying and ask them to leave you alone.
That's gonna get police called.
Yep.
They're gonna think you got raped.
When handling the guns in the hunting department, make sure to ask the clerk if he
Nope,
knows
nope,
which
nope.
aisle the antidepressants are in.
Nope. Don't even joke.
In the auto department, practice your Madonna look with different sized funnels.
The fuck?
I don't know.
Okay, that's funny if a girl does that, yes. Wait, Nose, do you not get the reference?
Look, Nose was born before Madonna was... after Madonna was popular.
I just didn't really pay attention to
That's-
Madonna that much. Sorry.
Okay,
Okay,
there was a
but
phase Madonna went through where
the-
she wore cones on her tits.
Oh,
the
that.
joke is
There you
embedded
go.
in pop culture jokes, my guy.
I was wondering what kind of
Yeah.
cone, dude.
So this
See,
is this
what do you
this
think,
one's
sir?
this one's
Oh.
only cute if a kid does it. Hide in a clothing rack and shout pick me" when someone walks by. It's
Yeah,
only
that's cute if a
cute when
kid does
someone
it.
like 6 or younger does it.
If an adult does it, that's
That's
call the
just
police.
really weird. And police?
Hello, yes, police.
When an announcement comes over the loudspeakers, start screaming, "No, no, not the voices."
Ah, I see. You're a motherfucker.
Go
That
into
gets
a
the police
fitting
called again.
room, shut the door, and then very loudly yell, "Wait a second, there's no toilet paper in here."
Oh no.
So, don't do that.
Well, there's some. I can tell you some horror stories from the Walmart.
You don't need to. I already know what they are.
there, but
Yeah, no, we're good.
yeah,
Yeah, we're good. We don't need the horror stories.
yeah. I had a friend who worked there, so I got all the horror stories about that.
Wow.
Amazing.
If you think Orochimaru is what you get when Michael Jackson and Voldemort have unprotected sex, copy and paste this into your profile.
Ah, yes, that trend.
Cursed. I hate those. Put this in your profile things too.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
like 9 levels
My
of cursed.
favorite.
All the good men are either gay, taken, or fictional.
Ha 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 ha. Fuck you.
Yeah, Miss Fujo, I hate to break this to you, but all those men
Most
that
of the
said they
good
were
men aren't going
gay,
to talk to you.
yeah, all those men that said they were gay, they weren't gay. They just didn't want to be anywhere near you.
Mm. If they said she was, if they said they were gay, there's a good chance she went home to think about that
Yeah,
long and hard.
she turned them gay, real.
In her mind, she did.
If you think that life without computers is useless, copy this into your profile.
I think life without computers would be heaven.
I mean, I'm a
Uncle
mixed
Ted was
bag,
right.
right? Like, I really like computers because I get to, compact entire libraries of books onto a single device. I find that fantastic.
Yep, that's great. But we let normies use them, and we really shouldn't.
Yeah, yes.
We let people with room temperature IQ use them, and we really shouldn't.
Sakura Demon Alchemist is proof that conversion therapy works, at least in one direction.
Oh,
What did I walk
Bruh.
back into, gentlemen?
That's a bruh.
That
I
is a
go to the
bruh
bathroom and I
moment.
come back to bannable offenses.
No, it's okay. We're turning the straights gay. It's alright according to Twitch.
God.
Please quit while we're only mildly behind.
Actually, that would be
Too
okay
late.
according to Twitch.
Yeah, it's okay according to Twitch. If you have ever done something or said something that made perfect sense to your real friends but caused your peers to look at you strangely, put this into your profile.
Ah, by real friends, she means her echo chamber.
Yeah, her echo chamber of other Fujos.
I'll be honest with you. If they're really your friends, they'll look at you sideways as well and be like, "Why did you do that?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What possessed you to post this?
I was
But
gonna say,
dear, you retarded.
Unless, however, I will say there is one caveat to that. The only caveat to that is when you are hanging out with the boys and you all decide to share one brain cell for a moment and do something
Yes.
incredibly
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
well,
All right, fair.
I mean, there's also, like, listen, there's all kinds of things I could say to, like, Nose or Gray, that my coworkers would look at me and be like, what the fuck did you just say?
That's fair. That's fair.
That's
That's fair. Yeah.
Well,
I
actually,
think-
Max too, because Max plays 40k, right?
I
Like,
think the
Well,
caveat here is that she put real friends compared to her peers,
ah,
implying that
Well-
like,
Yeah.
oh, I could be talking to my friends, but they're not really my friends if
Yeah,
they don't
yeah,
get
yeah,
what
yeah.
I say.
A real friend will give you shit for doing something stupid or saying something stupid.
oh yeah, listen,
Yeah.
they're not a real friend if they can't call you a fucking moron and let you know when you're
Yes.
being an absolute asshole.
Yeah.
A real friend will tell you when you're being a dumbass.
Like.
Well, no. A good friend will tell you when you're being a dumbass. A true friend will record you.
Exactly.
Your best friend will help you hide the body.
No, that's your sergeant.
No, that's your what the fuck did he call a Jomo? Is that what he called them in that fucking clip? A Jomo? The
What?
friend that doesn't go outside.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You have your FOMO
ooh.
friends who always have to be out
Of
there
missing
doing
out
things,
versus
and and then you have your
joy of missing out.
Your joy of missing out. Yeah.
Oh god, that sounds great in some instances.
I was gonna say, listen, that
I missed
sounds
out on that.
real
Thank
appealing.
God.
Your Jomo friend already has a prepared hole to dump the body in.
Don't worry, your Jomo friend has a pig farm or knows of one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is Sneaky's friendship eventually upgraded to like, just don't tell me anything, and I'll hop in the van with the shovel you asked me to pick up. Don't tell me
anything.
Don't
However-
worry, I've already got the carpet, quick lime, and shovel prepared.
As
Don't
far
tell me
as I'm
anything.
concerned, we're digging a hole for a tree.
You're asking me to help you with a time capsule? That's it.
A time capsule that we don't want found for a really long time.
We're planting corn.
It's
Listen,
like,
listen,
We're planting
listen.
corn, guys.
listen, guys. I just need your help to bury this time capsule way deep into the woods, and I don't want anyone digging it up early, which is why we're, making sure to pour
Dissolve
booze
it.
into it to erase all the alcohol, to
Yeah.
erase all the smells.
98% of the population would die if Johnny Depp said it wasn't cool to breathe. Copy this onto your profile if you were the 2% that would laugh at him.
Ooh, boy,
That's a very
That is
interesting.
aged poorly.
Yeah. I mean, aged
Considering-
well.
Did it?
Sort of.
He wound up justified in the end.
Yeah.
oh, and one thing, it doesn't negate the fact that he's still kind of a prick in
Oh,
other
I mean,
means.
yeah, he's
yeah,
still kind of a prick.
absolutely. I mean, but he also goes to children's hospitals and does good PR there. So, I mean,
Oh,
credit
yes,
where
he
it's
does.
due.
I think it's really cool that he takes time out of his. I think it's cool that he took time out of his schedule to just straight up steal the Jack Sparrow costume to go to the local kids' hospital.
Nikki,
I
we're not
think-
going to clip this so you have something in
Sometimes.
court.
What? No, bro. Read when I sent that fucking message way ago.
That was 3 minutes ago.
Yes, 3 minutes ago was like 4 topic changes.
He
I
is
hate
correct.
that you're not wrong.
If fanfiction to you is what MySpace is to other people, copy this to your profile. Man, that is such a
That's the
2000.
warning signals.
That is such a 2000 statement.
That is a mixed signal. I mean, is it like MySpace of today or the MySpace of the MySpace heyday?
How is MySpace even doing?
I thought they completely shuttered.
I'm pretty
Like,
sure they
nobody
have.
even own the
yeah.
domain anymore.
Are we sure about that?
It was sold.
Let's check.
Well, it being sold doesn't mean it's gone. It being gone means it's gone. So is it gone?
Oh,
Yes, I
boys.
am that girl. It's a
Okay, it's
pick me
It's
copy
trash.
pasta.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Sign?
Yeah. it's just bring it up. It's a trash junk website. I mean, it looks like it's a placeholder.
Bro, it's
It's about
MySpace.
artists and music and videos and yeah.
That sounds like what I understood MySpace to be, so
MySpace was the early Facebook.
Gender fluid riddle.
I'm aware it was the
Oh.
quote-unquote early Facebook, but what it was known for
That
was
sounds like a really
holding
weird story
artists,
about Tom
music,
Riddle.
and pictures.
Yeah, no, I don't
Harry
recall
is
that.
Mordred.
Like, MySpace was treated as a placeholder by a lot of people.
Hold on a minute. You can't say
Yeah, I
that
don't
and then
believe
just like
that.
not explain what the fuck you just said.
I was wondering if anyone was going to comment on that.
I'm sorry, I heard gender fluid riddle and femme Harry.
Yeah, Femme
And
Harry is Mordred. Mordred.
Like,
Moadred.
Oh.
yeah,
The
okay,
person that's
no.
in the fucking degenerate channel every single fucking hour.
90% of the
That's
pictures
still
of the
yes.
degeneracy channel is yes.
So
I didn't even make that a rule. That
Oh.
just happened.
Yeah,
so
huh?
it's still there, but it's basically gutted. That's weird.
What? Who?
MySpace. It's still there. It's still treated as a quote-unquote social networking site, but it's been gutted.
That's
You can't make new posts. Images are broken. Music links are a 50-50 on if they work or not.
You know what? That's 50% too much of a
That's-
chance that I have to
that-
hear someone's
That's not.
idea
Here's the
of
thing, though.
good song.
That's not shuttered, though. That's on the edge of
true.
I
death.
want to make it
Fucking
clear
kill it.
the last time
Put
I
it out of
ever
its
went to the
misery.
degeneracy corner was in 2013. Sorry, no, December 13th, 2022 was the last time I read all messages in the degeneracy corner.
Oh,
Maybe
so
you
you've
should
just
go there
been,
more.
have you been missing out on the Mordred supremacy
Apparently
that
I
it's
have,
turned
yeah.
into?
Seen a
The
lot of fake
Mordred-
girls.
Mordred supremacy. It's fucking.
Ooh, Mordred in a suit with the shirt open
Listen,
and glasses.
it wasn't intended to be the All Mordred channel, but it did become the All Mordred channel.
As God intended.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Posting things other than Mordred enough, I will hear no more of this Catholic nonsense.
Literally built for consensual hand holding.
But yeah, no, their stories are just fucking really weird. They're really like out there. They also never finish pretty much anything. Like, oh yeah, they finished this story. This story is 45k words long.
You mean Sakura, whatever the fuck
Yeah,
her
Sakura
name is?
fucker. Yeah,
The Fujo.
yeah, the Fujo. Harry Potter Forgotten Realms. What happens when they set up a D&D campaign in the Room of Requirement and Sergewin Potter gets into it with her longtime rival Draco, resulting her in her dying and being reborn as her character in the Forgotten Realms. Now she is navigating the world as Sergewin, the Drow Mage and acolyte of Loki. Is the world prepared for a second-generation marauder? This is a female Harry Potter Drow Mage and Drizzt story.
What the actual shit?
Also, by the way, peak female moment, creates character with the same name as them.
Yep. Remember that study Lego did?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Amazing. A Harry Potter Disney story. This isn't your typical Omega Alpha story. Iris isn't your typical Omega.
no.
She refuses to settle for any Alpha. The boys in Night Raven will have to learn how to deal with a dominant Omega who has a dragon animagus form.
Stop.
We'll have Alpha, Beta, Omega verse dynamics. It's just like She comes up with fucking terrible stories, and I don't understand why every story gets nearly 1,000 favorites. I don't understand why the thousands of people line up to read her absolute dog shit. She not only never finishes anything, but all of her ideas are just like... It's like deer droppings. There's like 100 of them, and they're small, and they don't do anything.
But they're everywhere.
But they're everywhere. Exactly. Apparently she's going on some sort of Disney kick because, like, the last 30 stories are all Disney related. Heartfelt bonds. Ash blamed Arceus for this. A combination of boredom and being annoyed with large-scale groups mistreating Pokemon for their own gain has turned the world he knew upside down. Almost literally. He did not expect the beginning of his Pokemon journey to turn into a Wuxia novel for cultivators. Ash times massive harem.
What the
Yeah, that sounds
fuck?
like a wuxia novel.
You see my point
I mean,
about her stories?
Pokemon already sounds like a Wuxia story, though.
Yeah, but it's like if you try to turn Pokemon into Luxia, like what's left of the Pokemon, right? It's like, okay, so there's a bunch of natural spirit beasts roaming
They're
about
all
with
the
extreme
mystical
elemental
beasts.
powers, and somehow people go around taming them. And
I mean, it's literally just Wuxia, except,
yeah,
with the Pokemon getting all the power.
yeah, that's sort of my point, though. It's like, okay, so how does this turn into a cultivator novel without, murdering Pokemon for power-ups?
Realistically, it does not.
Yeah. That moment when the trainer has better moves than the Pokemon. From Florida with Love.
God damn it, I was just about to say, he used wrestle. Florida man uses wrestle.
Zangief, but he's a Pokemon trainer.
Bruno be like... Yeah. Honestly, I think they should... what they really should have done is they should have made Bruno be the first Pokemon you fight, and he only has to go down to half HP before he pulls back and lets his Pokemon actually fight.
Alternatively, special character announced for Pokken, and it's just Bruno.
Oh, no.
He's the Akuma of the game.
I think
Like
that
he can just do the Raging Demon.
low HP, but hits like a truck. That would have been great.
Alright, let's see what we have next here. We have Team Light. A group of heroes are sent to the world of Hueco Mundo while they were on journey, and now they will have to be a parted in war with beings they didn't know about, but is about to get a whole lot crazier. Chapters 1,600 words, 2.1 million. Reviews 6,363. Favorites 200. Bruh.
I think that's the one thing that I've come to dislike that manga has done to how we tend to handle stories, which is we don't pick a definitive ending within a reasonable time frame sometimes.
Yeah.
Because
Yes, Berserk problem.
I'm not reading a story with 1,600 chapters to it.
And 2.1 million words. That's 20 books long.
I'm not reading 20 hefty books for this.
That is kind of daunting.
Not. You want me to go read 20 Star Wars books? Maybe. 20
No.
Warhammer books? Maybe.
20 mass crossover books featuring Bleach.
Maybe 20 textbooks each teaching me a different skill. Maybe. 20 books of a
Oh my
single
god, I
fanfiction?
forgot. We actually covered this like years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, when it had like only 100 chapters and 3 favorites.
What?
And I immediately knew we covered this a long time ago, because immediately the author starts off with a story with, there is 6 characters standing before them. One of them looks like Dante from Devil May Cry anime, but different
Oh my
color swap.
God.
Also, he has British flag.
I remember hearing about
Be
that.
British.
What?
His name is Victor Quicksilver.
Victor.
I think you revisited that while I was on
Quicksilver.
stream.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I think we did. The other looks like a Jedi. His name is Hank Banner. and then we have female Goku. And then we have Uthran Zala from Gundam Seed, but also color swapped. But he was also wearing Emiya's
Brother,
armor.
you're palette swapping Athranzala. There is no hope for you. Because you
But-
think that's a character worth palette swapping.
But it gets better because they're wearing Emiya's armor.
Oh Lord.
Well-
You know, from Fate Stay Night.
Yeah.
His name is Leonidas Yuki because he's apparently Greek and Japanese.
Fuck.
The 5th one has black hair, fair skin, green shirt, jacket, jeans, and black sneakers, and his name is Zach Fumo. And then the final one is a woman with long red hair and red eyes and blue clothes, and she's based on Ben 10 Alien Force Ultimate Alien named Yui Kaze. And finally, their leader is like mega gay, and his name is Draco Tepes.
Mm.
I can't fucking get over this story.
So they literally just renamed a man whose name meant dragon to dragon.
Yes, his name is now Dragon.
Yes.
Dragon, my dragon.
Cool. Oh no, because Victor Cool's name literally meant dragon. And they
It
just
was
That's
son
why
of
he
the
was
named
called
it-
the dragon. Son of the dragon.
they just named it dragon in a different language. Fuck you, author.
Yeah.
Leave. Be gone. Cease your updates.
We wake up in a lab. In front of you is a table with 10 pills. You may only choose 3.
Oh, you're reading that?
It's just like, there's some dumbass fucking pill choices. Oh yeah, this pill makes you immortal. This pill lets you have money.
This pill is basically the Death Note.
This pill
This
lets
pill
you
lets
kill
you have
people.
money. Does this mean that I don't have the pill? I can't have money?
You can't have
you know,
infinite money.
I think a better thought experiment would be there is 10 powers on the table. You can pick one. The other 9 will go to people that hate you.
Oh God, that's
Mm.
horrible, Sneaky.
But also intriguing.
Not even remotely. I don't want those people having powers.
You don't have a
Well,
choice.
then
They are getting the powers.
If I don't pick a pill, does that mean nobody gets any pills?
no, the 10th one just goes to another person that hates you.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
The drug pill. Gain the ability to be affected by any drug you want with no downsides.
Where the fuck are you reading?
I just posted it to the channel.
The wish
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
there's 10 pills in front of you. Do you want the drug pill, which lets you take any drug you want at any point in time you want with no downsides? Or do you wish to have the wish pill? which grants you free wishes once per week with the caveat that it cannot grant you anything one of these pills does. Right, so you
As I
can't
said in the other channel, you just wish around the other pill limitations.
you can't kill someone, you can't have no pain, you can't have sex appeal, you can't have drugs, you can't fly, you can't gain X-ray vision, you can't money hack the system, you can't be immune to diseases, and you can't see the future. Oh no, whatever will I do?
I wish for the Dragon Balls and then
Oh.
use the Dragon Balls to wish for all these things.
Well, it's not
I
just
mean-
that, it's also just like, oh no, I wish I was immortal. Okay,
cannot
next
wish
week.
for another
I
telephone.
wish that I was extremely smart, like the smartest person on the planet. I'm now going to invent my own personal flying device. I'm now going to invent a headset that gives me X-ray vision.
I wish I were a level 20 wizard with the spell Wish.
I wish that I had the most peak physically attractive body. Now I don't need the sex appeal pill because now I'm rich, have an insanely good looking body, and I'm very smart.
I wish I didn't age. Oh, hey, look, immortal.
Right? It's just
Well,
like-
the problem with the wish pill is first wish. I wish for the second effect to not be there. Just
Yeah.
you can you
Ah,
can
turn
you can
it
take
into
the
a
long
light
way
bulb.
that you
yeah,
guys
know,
were, or
fucking,
just
yeah, just we're all
you
dumb.
can't wish around other pills. It says nothing about me
Yeah,
wishing
you,
around
nothing.
my own
There. Yeah,
pill.
there's nothing there
Yeah.
about breaking the original pill effect.
yeah. Also, that money
That
pill's
works
pretty
for me.
nice because it's like every time you want to do or have something, you have exactly what it's great, cool, sign. Let's get those 100 acres because we'll have exactly what we need.
Also,
Or
I
better yet, how about I just wish for 100 acres.
yeah.
That's
Wish
assuming
for
the wish pill isn't there.
$1,000,000.
You know what?
Yeah, good point.
You know what? What if if they'd been smart, they'd have included some sort of like monkey paw effect that cannot be removed from the wish pill. But they're not
Yeah.
that smart.
No,
Well,
well,
It's
obviously.
like, again, like,
Well,
right, I looked at
obviously
this.
they're not smart. They're including shit like the drug pill in the same category as infinite
Wish.
money, wishes, the death pill, and seeing up to
Yeah.
10 years into the future whenever you want with no downsides.
Also, don't forget, it says you may take up to 3. Okay, first one is the wish pill. I wish the combustion was no longer a problem.
Oh, true.
Now I
Also
get
that.
all 9. Now I get the other 9 pills. Like
Also, wish pill and
Ni-
future pill. So you just use the future pill to future sight any wishes you could make that might have downsides to them.
like
Yep.
never include a wish pill
Yeah,
without
like,
severe like
what's bro
1 week
cooking?
is not a severe limitation. That is so like first wish. I wish away that limitation.
52 wishes a
Yes.
year. Like, bro, people would kill for 1 wish, and you get 52
TBZ
of them.
wishes they had it that easy.
Right.
This is a great example of like interesting thought experiment. It's a shame the person putting it forth is not very intelligent.
See, that's why I said a better thought experiment. Obviously, not with these sorts of fucking lineups here, because like, okay, if you don't take the death pill, then they're just gonna kill you. If you take the wish pill, like maybe you can like use a wish to prevent the death pill from killing you, but like you're pretty much stuck either taking the death pill or the wish pill in my thought experiment, which is why you wouldn't be using these power sets. But I still think a better thought experiment for guys, not women, would be you get 1 power from this list and all of your enemies get the other powers.
What if I have no enemies? Is it just generic?
That's false. That's
who
absolutely
would hate
false.
me?
There is unfathomable amounts of people that hate you,
That's the
Sign.
ma-
Do
I like to
not
find
sit
one to
here
ask that
and
question.
lie to my face like this.
I mean real life enemies, not people on the internet.
Are you telling me that of all the people you have pissed off on the internet, you have never pissed someone off in real life to that point, And that if those same people on the internet knew where you were and did not have any immediate consequences from the governing bodies at large for what they could do to you, you're really gonna sit here and tell me that not a single one of them would take a swipe at you?
Such is incorrect.
Yeah, I can't say that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there'd have to be at least 3.
Total assholery. Do you really want him getting powers?
No.
Exactly.
Also, I just realized the death pill only used once every 5 weeks. Motherfucker, that is 10 people per year.
Man, there is so many people
You can
out
make
kill
a
with
lot.
that.
Do you
You can make a lot
understand
of
how
change with
valuable I
just
could make
5.
myself by going to like a corporation being like, hey, 10 people a year, gone.
No, obviously you do it for the U.S. government.
Bro, a corporation's gonna pay way better than the feds.
Yeah. Also, you'll probably just get disappeared. Like, shoved in a hole
Possibly.
somewhere and told if you
know,
don't use
honestly,
these powers,
The
you'll get
painful
tortured.
pill is probably the worst one out of all of them. Because it comes with 2 conditionals to be used.
Yeah.
What? It's just regenerate.
In exchange
you're
for
tough and
drinking
you
green
regenerate.
tea and eating spinach, you get to regenerate like Wolverine.
No. It doesn't say you have to do those things. It says
Oh, it
you're
does.
tougher
Well,
than, as if you're like Wolverine on steroids, basically. The spinach
Okay,
is a
that
reference to
doesn't.
Popeye.
No shit. I never
Yeah.
would have guessed.
But
I
it
know
doesn't
you're
say
older
you
than me,
have
Simon, but
to
I didn't
do it.
realize you were that much older than me. That's amazing. Your memory's already going. But like the word. Don't start. The wording looks like you have to drink those though, because I don't know why Wolverine would touch those when he has one of the best regeneration abilities in most of fiction.
All right, let's swap it out. You're tougher than Wolverine after taking steroids, right? Does that imply you need to take steroids, or that you would be tougher than Wolverine if Wolverine had taken steroids?
See, this is why
It can
punctuation's
still
very
be
important.
both.
Yeah.
It can still be
Could
both.
be both, but common sense, and oh god, I hate to say it, given what we're looking at here, but common sense would indicate it's probably talking about the one I'm talking about.
You know what my favorite part is? The moment you brought in based on what we're looking at,
Yeah.
it's still in my favor.
No.
Yeah.
It's still in my
that is
favor.
most unfortunate.
If you had written this, I might have given you that point. You weren't the one that wrote this.
Yeah, that's fair. The author is a moron. God damn it.
Why can't the internet just work in your favor?
God,
Because
that
it's
is
the
beautiful.
internet. Fuck you.
Ah, the internet was a mistake.
After losing to James Heller, Alex Mercer finds himself teleported into a new dimension where spirits wage war. Now he must decide who to side with or to genocide the entire world.
What are they
Well,
crossing that
this
over
is
with?
Alex.
A
This
Bleach
is Alex
prototype
Mercer.
crossover. Yes.
I'm sorry. This is
so
Alex
he's
Mercer
fucked.
after being betrayed by humanity. He's
Yes.
absolutely going the genocide route.
Yes.
It doesn't matter which Mercer it is, he's still fucked because he's a physical being and Shinigami are spirits. The only one he could potentially eat is
I mean,
Ichigo.
Yeah.
The
No,
one
he's got a
problem here
point.
is that, well, no, the problem is that spirit particles carry physical weight to them. They can physically affect the real
Yep.
world. That implies some sort of
Yep.
like corporeal component to it.
Sure, but they're not biological, and he's a
Oh.
purely biological creature.
Yes, but now
Didn't he
here's
absorb
the
radiation?
flip side, right? He consumes everything about them, including their memories.
Radiation kills him and or hurts him really bad. And yeah, he does get all their memories and their abilities, whatever else they would have had. So
And their
if he
DNA.
ate Ichigo,
And their DNA. Which DNA, because of how Ichigo worked, DNA directly correlates to ability to interact with spirit particles.
So if he ate Ichigo, then yes, he would become a threat. But
No,
other than
Ichigo, any of the bow people,
a few of the kids in
yeah,
Karakura,
basically is the second he eats anyone with a spiritual awakening, he can just start
then
eating.
he's a threat.
Yeah.
But before that, no, he'd probably get wiped out.
Yeah.
He'd make a good attempt, but he'd probably survive.
Yeah, no. Again, this guy did. Even if radiation hurts him, he still survived a nuke within close proximity.
He did.
So,
Low yield
unless they can drag him to the spirit world,
Yeah.
which should be all spirit particles. I see it as a deadlock at best, maybe. With this information
that's
in
kind
mind.
of a deadlock. Well, okay. Remind me, are the trees and the food in the spirit world all spirit particles, or are they actually food and trees?
I think it's all supposed to be spirit particles. I thought. It's been a minute.
In the spirit world, everything is spirit particles.
So it's spirit particles in the shape of an apple.
Yes.
Uh,
Which is why it's important that they eat, because they have to restore spirit particles. Because until you reach the stage of Shinigami, you actually lose spirit particles because you're not trained in keeping them in.
Yep. You know, part of the theme for Prototype 1 and 2 was like evolution overall, and in his
Yep.
case, it was microevolution. Would eating Ichigo theoretically give him the ability to start interacting with the particles in that manner?
Yes, because Ichigo's DNA is what allows him to gain the spirit that allowed him to interact with those said particles.
And anything Mercer eats, he adapts to. So if he ate Ichigo or anyone with a spiritual awakening, congrats, he's now got a spiritual awakening and knows exactly how to use it based on how they knew how to use it.
And since people with spiritual awakening have their physical bodies be converted into spiritual weapons,
he's now a spiritual creature who can eat other spiritual creatures.
Let's assume like, okay, he still can't eat spirit particles. That motherfucker Zanpakuto absolutely would make up for that by doing exactly what he does.
Yes,
Would own that level instead. Exactly. Like, I can't eat you, but my Zanpakuto can's like, hold up.
Oh shit.
Your Zanpakuto.
Please wait. I would like a timeout.
No timeouts.
Don't you feel schizophrenic having like 9 different types of spiritual awakenings in you? What do you mean, don't you feel schizophrenic? You mean that's not normal?
That's Mercer's everyday
average
normal
Mercer conversation with himself.
I know we were mentioning TFS earlier. I was remembering the one-line Cell says, just like, how many people? Enough. And it's just like all the people screaming in his head that he's eaten. Just like that's Mercer's like thought process the entire time.
Pretty much,
basically.
Yeah. You probably have a unique advantage over eating hollows normally, since most people succumb to the hollow stuff because they don't really know how to handle having hundreds of voices arguing and trying to fight for control. But since Mercer's
that entire thing is Alex's day ending in Y.
his shtick. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. It is 8:33. I'm getting dinner.
Yeah, you do that. Yeah, I think we can close up here. I mean, these are some really dog shit stories. God damn. Strawberry in Tevat. A final blow was struck down on the almighty Yawatch by substitute Soul Reaper Ichigo Kurosaki in last-ditch effort.
He wasn't a substitute at that point,
to
but sure.
have a final trump card. Ichigo is teleported into the world of Tevat by Yawatch's last attack. How will he get home? How will the story change? And why is there a little fairy named Paimon following him? Alright, so
Why would you put
this is
Gandalf in
actually
the
emergency
terrible.
food is-
This is actually terrible for one reason.
Mhm.
Ichigo would
It involves-
deteriorate.
Excuse you?
So in Genshin Impact, there is a law that has been placed upon reality that anything immortal, or having a long lifespan, or has godlike powers will deteriorate if they expose those powers.
Is that a thing? I forget.
Yep, it's a whole plot point for like half the story.
I
Wow,
didn't get to that point.
He's fucked. He's
Yeah,
dead.
he's fucked.
Yeah, and basically deterioration. Ow. Deterioration involves mental deterioration, and where the person goes insane as well. It's not just a power loss.
Given that Venti can use his powers to an extent, I'm gonna say Ichigo could probably use some of his powers, but you'd be extremely nerfed.
Yeah, but Venti is like the whole fucking Archon thing, and like the Archons are like the exemption because of the Archon Wars and something. I
The
didn't pay
Traveler
that.
can also use their powers.
Yeah, I didn't really fucking pay that much
yeah.
attention. All I know is that one of the things is that the reason why there's not much of those long-lived species left is because of the whole murder.
Then again, the Traveler kind of absorbs and takes power from other things,
Yeah.
and then just,
Yeah.
has thousands of years worth of experience in any weapon they want to pick up.
Yeah.
Could be something like an exception. Like if you're not of this world, it doesn't matter.
It's entirely possible
Yeah.
that there is a worldly exception. It's just, we don't really know because
Like, this law only applies to things born in this world.
they play very fast and loose with the Traveler's and her brother's storyline. Because
It's kind
Gotcha,
of
game.
hilarious that you're given the choice between playing as Aether and
Lumen.
what's her name?
Luminae, I
Lumen.
think.
There we go. But everyone picks Lumen, and this is why everyone assumes Aether is the one that is, not the Traveler, quote unquote.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, it's a third-person game. You know how that goes.
Yeah. Every time.
Also,
My
Lumine cute.
favorite is just the series where it's like, here is your character's personality, and this is based on whichever gen you pick. Like Grand Blue, the serious story for Grand Blue is following Gran. Whereas if you follow Jita, she's the whale character.
Yeah.
She has all the best units and all the meta units because she just threw money at the game.
I
So
see.
you get the wacky adventures instead.
Indeed. Well, I think this is a good place to end it here. We can call it a day. Have fun. Good luck. All that fun stuff and words and things, right?
Yeah, sure. Words and things.
Words and things. But come back on Friday because there is always more and it always gets worse.